TerraPower, a nuclear innovation company. The Right Company, your local siding and gutter experts. Call Ready Mix, located north of Afton. Miles Beverage, proud to sponsor Star Valley Sports. Hillam Orthodontics, generations serving generations since 1966. And by Star Valley Glass and Lock, automotive, residential, and commercial glass.
Ever wish you could be the boss of your home Wi-Fi? Well, with Home Zone by Silver Star, now you can. It's like having your own Wi-Fi command center right in your pocket. Whether it's setting up a guest network for visitors, controlling what your kids can access, or checking your connection speed, Home Zone has you covered. With Protect IQ, you'll have a virtual bodyguard for your Wi-Fi, blocking unwanted threats before they reach your devices. Home Zone by Silver Star. Wi-Fi control, coverage, and security all in one.
Discover the thrill of adventure with Salt River Motors, your go-to destination for Polaris side-by-sides, four-wheelers, and sleds. Gear up with premium off-road gear and accessories. And when you are on the road, Salt River Motors keeps you moving with a full automotive service department for tires, shocks, brakes, and comprehensive repair and general maintenance. Visit Salt River Motors on Highway 89 south of Etna or online at saltrivermotors.com.
At First Bank of Wyoming, we know you're more than just a number. We know the important numbers that matter most, the ones that tell your story. From starting your financial journey to planning for your first home and reaching your family's financial goals, we're here to celebrate your story, not just your transactions. From milestones to memories, we're here to celebrate every moment that counts. When you bank with us, you're part of a community that cares about every number that counts. First Bank of Wyoming, where you're more than a number.
In healthcare these days, you just don't find a place like Star Valley Health. We really do focus on providing the best care.
Our employees take so much pride in their positions. They know that if their kids get sick, if they get sick, if somebody gets in a car accident, that there is that personal tie.
They get to see the change that they make in their life, so it's fun to be involved.
Hi, I'm Mitch here at the Lincoln County Weed and Pest. Give me a call at 307-885-WEED and I can get you some brochures on your knapweed, or I can get you in touch with somebody who can help you spray it or take care of it.
Hi, I'm Travis with the Lincoln County Weed and Pest. This is going to be a community effort on all of our parts to do what we can to stop the spread of this invasive species. Spotted knapweed is not a plant we want in our community.
Where do legends come from? Some start as dreamers, even after they're turned down again and again. But everyone deserves a chance to prove themselves.
You know, this is the place that gave me an opportunity to come here and play the game that I love.
At the University of Wyoming, we're the team that believes you can do anything. This is where underdogs come to shine and where real MVPs are made.
I want to sing it all the day. My best friends are always with me. We sing, we dance, we laugh, we are happy every day. Have fun with us, let's say happy, 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 happy. Happy.
In the heart of the Rockies, land is more than property. It's a legacy. Whether you're buying a family ranch, a mountain retreat, or selling farmland, it takes local knowledge and trusted hands. Austin Callison and Andy Neal, licensed in Idaho, Montana, and Wyoming, bring unmatched experience with Hayden Outdoors, the West's premier land brokerage. Hayden Outdoors Real Estate, the brand that sells the land.
Ever wish you could be the boss of your home Wi-Fi? Well, with Home Zone by Silver Star, now you can. It's like having your own Wi-Fi command center right in your pocket. Whether it's setting up a guest network for visitors, controlling what your kids can access, or checking your connection speed, Home Zone has you covered. With Protect IQ, you'll have a virtual bodyguard for your Wi-Fi, blocking unwanted threats before they reach your devices. Home Zone by Silver Star. Wi-Fi control, coverage, and security all in one.
Star Valley Sports on SVI are presented by Edward Jones Financial Advisors Kyle Terry, creating tailored solutions to address your financial needs. And by Rusty's Tree Service, the tree removal experts. Call 248-2442. Kodiak Mountain Resort is expanding with an indoor heated swimming pool, hot tub, pickleball courts, and a new large play set for the kids, all coming in 2026. Reserve your stay at KodiakMountainResort.com.
Lincoln County School District 2 Transportation Department has multiple openings. Work mostly weekends as a full-time activity driver starting at $25.75 an hour plus benefits. Or you can work weekdays as a full-time daily route driver starting at $22.75 an hour also with benefits. Or work part-time as a bus aide for $17.50 per hour. All positions include paid training. Visit lcsd2.org and click job openings.
I think being in a small town, you just really care and you take more pride in the work that you do because you're working with your neighbors. These are people that you see out in the community. You know, you see them at kids' sporting events and parent-teacher conferences and the grocery store. You know, these are our neighbors.
One of the reasons that people also come back to us is they trust us because we are friends, we are family. And so I think there's a lot of trust in the community.
The leaves are falling, and so are our tire prices. Right now at Point S Tire and Auto Service, save up to $200 on select Falcon, Toyo, Nexen, Hankook, and Nokian tire. Whether you're taking a scenic drive, heading to football games, or making the daily commute, we have the right tires at the right price with no stress. Stop by PointStire.com or your local Point S today.
No stress with Point S.
Silver Star is proud to announce a new service, Smart Town Wi-Fi. In partnership with the City of Afton, Silver Star is now offering a free, secure Wi-Fi experience in the city park and downtown corridor of Afton, Wyoming. More locations will roll out soon, so register your device and experience the difference with Silver Star's Smart Town Wi-Fi in Afton. To get started, visit silverstar.com/smarttown. That's silverstar.com/smarttown.
Live on Swift 98, SVI Media, and the SVI Sports Network. This is Star Valley High School Sports and the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to kickoff.
On a senior night in Afton, it's Star Valley football live on the SVI Sports Network, where the Braves will recognize 28 seniors tonight on their last regular season home game and final 2 games remaining in the conference season before Star Valley will host in the playoffs. Tonight, the Evanston Red Devils in town to take on Star Valley, and the Evanston Red Devils coming in with a overall record of 1-6, 0-3 inside of the 3A West. Star Valley, of course, undefeated on the year, 7-0, 3-0 in conference play, coming off the big win 14-7 in Cody last week. I'm Duke Nance with Dal Erickson. This is the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to kickoff. Your home for totally free checking, where free really does mean free. Visit GoFirstBank.com. And yes, Star Valley, Dow up in Cody last week. Defense wins that game for them, 14-7 on the road in a big one.
Yeah, it was an exciting game. A lot of people watched it, and the Braves and Bronx went at it. It was a defensive battle, and when they finished that one up, Duke, they shook hands at midfield, and I think the overall consensus was, we'll see you in about a month. And so right now that month starts, and we'll see if both teams do what, at least on paper, looks like they should do. But you got a lot of teams in between now and then who would like to shake that up.
What that win did do for Star Valley is puts them in the driver's seat in the 3A West. If Star Valley wins tonight, then they'll secure that number 1 overall seed, and that'll make sure that they have home field advantage through the playoffs. In the way, the Evanston Red Devils, as mentioned, they've had a rough season, 0-3 inside the 3A West, 1-6 overall, and the Red Devils hoping to play a little spoiler tonight on the road if they can do so.
I will say this, though, Duke. You look at the Evanston Red Devils, and the last 3 games, they've been closer than what their record shows. Lost to Green River 28-21, put up 13 against Cody, 35-13 was that final, and then last week they lost to Jackson, but that final was 37-33, and Coach Young mentioned it on Sports Sports Night with Jake Hibbard last night on Thursday that Evanston tends to give Star Valley a little more trouble than anybody else in terms of the final score. So we'll see how this one plays out tonight.
We are about 32 minutes away from kickoff time between Star Valley and Evanston. It is senior night, so all 28 of these seniors will be recognized here as part of the pregame that takes place at Brace Field. It's the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to kickoff. On the way, we do have your Crimson Corner, the roundup, tidbit of history. We'll go back to the 1980 season when football and volleyball for Star Valley won state on the same day. That's a tidbit of history in just a few. Recap this rivalry, sideline report with Millie Kazare, records watch, keys to the game, all ahead of the national anthem and varsity roster. And, of course, Jake Hibbard will be with us in the studio report today as part of our countdown to kickoff coverage. After the break, it's your senior spotlight. Earlier in the week, I had the chance to catch up with Star Valley senior Kimball Holtz. That's on the way next with Star Valley and Evanston in Afton on the SBI Sports Network.
On behalf of the Bank of Star Valley, we would like to congratulate Ikaika Cope for being Man of the Week. Congratulations.
My name is Ikaika Cope. I'm son of Crystal and Ed Cope. I'm a running back, I'm a senior, and I'm from Hawaii.
Take a bounce, will not go out of bounds. That's the live ball in Star Valley's football. It took a Star Valley bounce, and the Braves jumped on it.
That's Ikaika Cope with the recovery.
Are you sidelined by a sports-related injury? At Alpine Foot and Ankle, Dr. Andrew McCall specializes in treating ankle sprains, Achilles injuries, chronic ankle pain and instability, flat feet, and heel pain. Dr. McCall's expert care ensures you get back to your active lifestyle quickly and safely. Don't let foot and ankle issues hold you back. Visit alpinefoothandankle.clinic to learn more. That's alpinefoothandankle.clinic.
At Western, students don't just earn degrees. They experience growth, friendships, and opportunities. Western Wyoming Community College. Enter here with passion and leave with purpose.
It's the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to kickoff on SBI, our senior spotlight. Kimball Holtz is here with us today. Kimball, thanks for your time. You guys coming off the big win at Cody. What was that like on the bus ride home after you secured the win?
It was awesome. It was fun to hang out with friends, and I don't know, it was just fun with all of our guys, sleep a bit, and look at the wildlife in Yellowstone, so yeah.
Nice. Of course, the game itself, what did you learn about yourselves as a team in a tough game like that?
I think it shows that we're super strong as a team, and even though it didn't go as planned, I guess, like originally, but I think it was cool how we just stayed strong and battled through, so.
Of course, you have a few more games between now and what could potentially be a rematch in Laramie, right? But as you guys get ready to take on Evanston for senior night this week, what are you guys working on?
I think we're just using these games to prepare, I guess, for the future, like in the playoffs, I guess. So, yeah, I think we're just trying to have fun and work hard, so.
You'll have at least one home playoff game, hopefully two, right? So it's senior night, though. So as you wrap up the regular season, not your final home game, but it is senior night. What are you going to maybe try and soak in the most as you guys close out the season here in a few on the home schedule?
I think just the atmosphere itself in the valley and in the stadium, it's super fun. Hanging with your buddies and your boys, so yeah.
Kimball Holtz, our player spotlight here on the SBI Sports Network. Kimball, outside of football, what else do you like to do? Any other hobbies?
I like to go dirt biking, snowmobiling in the winter, so just outdoor stuff in general. So.
Okay. Do you have a dirt bike yourself?
Yeah, I do.
And what do you have? What's your brand of choice?
It's a Honda 250, Ride Red.
Nice. How about sled? Do you have one, and what do you ride there?
Yeah, I have a Skidoo, so There's a bunch of controversial thoughts on that. But.
No, I get it. I like the right red, by the way. The gingers like you and I have to stand together. I like it. Kimball, how about in school? Do you have a favorite class right now?
I want to say government's pretty cool. Just learning. That's what I'm in like now, but just learning about our government and yeah.
Nice. How about after school? Do you have any plans or still working on those?
After school, I plan on doing a year of college, hopefully BYU if I get in, and then serve a mission for my church.
Okay, very nice. How about favorite movie? Do you have one?
Ooh, maybe Remember the Titans. That's a good one.
Excellent. Favorite breakfast cereal?
Lucky Charms for sure.
Good deal. Kimball Holtz, our player spotlight on SVI Sports.
There's no place to enjoy the fall season like Alpine, Wyoming. Enjoy fly fishing on the Salt and Snake Rivers, camping and hunting up the Grays in the Wyoming Range, hike the trails in the Bridger-Teton National Forest, or bring your off-road vehicles and enjoy the backcountry. And with plenty of lodging and dining options at affordable prices, you just can't beat the fall season in Alpine. Experience the fall season like Mother Nature intended in scenic Alpine, Wyoming. Miles CPA is your trusted partner for all tax-related matters. Our professional and qualified accountants ensure you keep and get back as much of your hard-earned money as possible. Whether you're an employee or business owner, rely on our tax experts for precision and expertise. Visit us in Afton or Alpine or call 307-885-0055 to schedule your consultation. Secure your financial future with Miles CPA.
It's almost game time. This is the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to kickoff on the SVI Sports Network.
First Bank of Wyoming, where you're more than just an account number. Visit your local branches in Alpine and Afton. That is First Bank of Wyoming. 25 minutes away from kickoff time with your countdown to kickoff. Star Valley at home tonight on a senior night, welcoming in the Evanston Red Devils. Duke Nance and Dal Erickson here with you, joined remotely with Jay Kibbard, who has the studio report once again tonight, presented by the Lincoln County Weed and Pest. Help keep Star Valley beautiful. Please spray knapweed at your homes and businesses. Contact the Lincoln County Weed and Pest for the details. Tonight, Jay Kibbard takes a look inside the numbers of the teams in 3A and shows just how dominant the Star Valley defense has been so far on the year.
Thanks, guys. There's just 2 weeks left in the 3A season, and our playoff teams are starting to solidify. As we take a look at the standings on the Eastern Conference, Riverton has the inside edge to home field after defeating Lander Valley last week in an albeit close game. Lander defeated Rollins in a Thursday night match last night, so they're in second place at 3-1. On the West, you've got Star Valley now in control of home field as long as they win out against Evanston and Green River after defeating Cody last week in a close 14-7 game. And then you've got Jackson and Green River also at 2-1 in conference. As we take a look at this week's schedule, no, there's not the same firepower anywhere in the matchups for 3A. All of the ranked teams are playing on-ranked teams, and where number 4 is, well, Lander Valley, yeah, like I said, they played last night against Rollins and had a shutout, 49-0. You've got the senior night matchup for number 1 Star Valley, hosting Evanston. Number 5 Jackson has Powell. Cody's at Green River. Riverton hosts Torrington, and on-ranked Buffalo is at on-ranked Douglas. At this point in the season, we have a pretty good idea of what all these teams have to offer. And something that stuck out to me looking at the stats this week is exactly how big of a difference there is between Star Valley's defense and the competition. Let's take a look at the rush defense first. There's only one team averaging under 100 other than Star Valley, and it's Cody. Not even Cody, who has about twice as many rushing yards yielded. Everyone else outside of Jackson has given up right around 1,000 to all the way up to over 2,000 yards rushing after Rollins lost yesterday. Now, of course, some of the explanation for Star Valley's rush defense numbers is that, well, the teams they play are often in negative game scripts due to being down in the game, and so they have to abandon their rush early. So if that's the case, well, let's take a look at the passing stats. And as you'll see, outside of Torrington, nobody is allowing fewer passing yards than Star Valley either. In fact, outside of Lander and Douglas, it's also not really close, with Rollins giving up 1,000 yards all the way up to Evanston and Jackson giving up nearly 1,500 passing yards on the season. And then when we look at first downs per game, just 2 per contest come through the air for Star Valley, and they're only giving up 1.7 first downs per game on the rush as well. What I'm saying is there's dominant pass defense, there's dominant rush defense, and then, well, there's something else for Star Valley because, well, look at this number. The combined first downs per game, 4 for Star Valley, and then Douglas has 10 given up per game. Most teams are averaging 12 to 16. What I'm getting at is what Coach McKay Young said in last night's show.
We have an incredible defense. Like, that's just the way it is. You know, to be able to lean on them the way we were Friday night is awesome. In particular, he's the offensive play caller.
Well, they are. There is no other way to say it. And I know the job's not done yet. There's a long ways to go. But so far, so good. Back to you.
That's Jake Hibbert. 4 first downs allowed per game on average. Yeah, well, that's the defense. That's Jake Hibbert in the studio report presented by the Lincoln County Weed and Pest. It's the first Bank of Wyoming countdown to kickoff. 21 minutes away between Star Valley and Evanston. Senior night in Afton on the SBI Sports Network.
Discover your future with Simplot, where a multitude of career opportunities await. Whether you're interested in mining, agriculture, engineering, technology, manufacturing, management, or a number of additional options, Simplot offers not just a job, but a truly satisfying and rewarding career. Explore our diverse range of positions and find where you belong. Visit Simplot.com to view available positions locally and across the United States. That's Simplot.com, a world of career opportunities.
B&H Auto in Afton has been serving the Star Valley community for over 10 years. With a qualified and trained staff, you can trust B&H Auto for brakes, maintenance, repairs, tires, and more. That's B&H Auto on the north end of Afton. Service you can ride on. Kodiak Mountain Resort is expanding with an indoor heated swimming pool, hot tub, and a new large play set for the kids. These new additions will be for guests only, coming in 2026. Visit KodiakMountainResort.com for reservations.
Discover the convenience and reliability of Star Valley Disposal and Royal Flush Septic for all your waste management needs. We offer comprehensive services, including residential and commercial trash removal, septic pump outs, and a variety of porta-potty options with optional cleaning schedules. Trust us for efficient and professional solutions. Visit StarValleyDisposal.com to schedule your service. That's StarValleyDisposal.com.
The countdown to kickoff is made possible by First Bank of Wyoming, your home for totally free personal and business checking. Visit GoFirstBank.com.
19 minutes away from kickoff time live on the SBI Sports Network, SBI Media, and Swift 98. Duke and Dow with you at Braves Field on senior night. Countdown to kickoff presented by First Bank of Wyoming, your home for totally free checking, where free really does mean free. Visit GoFirstBank.com. You know, Dal, as a fan, you look at the program as it's been for Star Valley over the last handful of years, 3 state titles in a row, the win streak coming into this game now sitting at 28, looking for 29, and you talk about the program overall, but as a senior, you get 1 year. And the three-peat before, those were three-peats for other senior classes. And this is your year to get a state title. And that's something Coach Young has reiterated with a roster that boasts 28 seniors from top to bottom.
Well, and it's being kind of emphasized here at senior night that, you know, we were just kind of joking. When you got to start 20 minutes early to get through all the seniors for the senior recognition, you've got a big senior class. And we've touched on it all season long about this group. They put in the work, and so sometimes when you have a program that has had so much success, sometimes that success graduates, and then that maybe the hunger goes with it, and that has not been the case because these guys all want their turn, as you just said.
Yeah, and it's not just that you have 28 seniors when you try and balance a football team. You can only have 11 men on the field at one time, which means about a third of your seniors are playing at any given time, and trying to balance that out, make sure you have 28 seniors that are contributing and being part of the program. That's a tough balance, and this coaching job obviously doing a great job striking that balance when you keep having numbers like this.
Well, you pare it down even more, there's only one ball. So, I mean, they all got to share it. And I think that has been probably one of the biggest success stories of this Star Valley program is they are willing to share. They are willing to celebrate each other's victories and success themselves, and that's been their motto, that's been their theme, and it has paid off big time.
Well, congratulations to these seniors. Not their last home game, just the last regular season home game. They have already secured a minimum 2 seed with the win over Cody last week. If Star Valley wins tonight, that will give them the 1 seed and secure home field advantage through the postseason. So we'll see how it all goes. In their way, the Evanston Red Devils. Now let's take a look at what else is happening in Star Valley sports tonight. Here's the Crimson Corner presented by Teton Tactical Supply.
And looking at the other teams from Star Valley High School, the volleyball team going 2-0 this week. Both road wins at Rock Springs on Wednesday and at Jackson on Thursday. Both sweeps. Lady Braves winning those. Cross country, the boys are 4A West regional champs. That just happened this afternoon. The girls placing second. Colton Cranny is the 4A West champ individually. Gracie Visser was second. The Braves had 4 of the top 7 finishers. The girls had 2 of the top 6. And I just barely got this text from Coach Ty Draney. They had JV races as well, and the JV boys and girls both winning as well. So quite a regional weekend in Casper for the cross-country runners. And then football scores, some underclassmen scores from this week. The freshmen defeated Evanston 18-10. The sophomores defeated Century 20-6. Both of those games were last night. That's a look at your Crimson Corner from Teton Tactical Supply.
Follow them on Facebook and join the Teton Tactical Facebook group where they raffle off tactical gear and guns with limited tickets for fair odds. That's at Teton Tactical Supply and the Crimson Corner. Now, how about the roundup with the help of Sunrise Engineering?
Well, first in 4A, hey, how about number 1 versus number 2 in 4A? Sheridan picked up their 50th win in a row last week. We'll see if they can keep rolling. They take on number 2 Campbell County. That'll be one to watch. Rock Springs at number 3 East. Number 4 Central is in Casper to take on Kelly Walsh. Natrona hosting South. Laramie at Thunder Basin. Powell up the canyon to take on Jackson. Evanston here in Afton. Number 2 Cody is on I-80 to take on Green River. That's Star Valley's opponent next week. Torrington is at number 3 Riverton, and Buffalo is at Douglas. Lyman already defeated Pinedale in 2A. Thermopolis at Mountain View. That is definitely one to watch for the 2A West. Kemmer at Lovell. That one's underway. You can listen to that one on the Spur. Cokeville is at Worland. Bighorn at Tongue River. And Newcastle at number 5 Burnsville's rankings courtesy of WildPreps.com. And that is a look at your Sunrise Engineering Roundup.
Creating solutions that work and relationships that last. Visit sunrise-eng.com. That's sunrise-eng.com. Braves and Red Devils tonight. We're about 14 minutes away from kickoff time on the SBI Sports Network.
At Fall River Propane, we're not just your propane provider. We're the ones who make sure life keeps moving. Fall River Propane. Experience the difference.
Live coverage of Star Valley sports on the SBI Sports Network is made possible by TerraPower, a nuclear innovation company. The Right Company, your local siding and gutter experts. Call Ready Mix, located north of Afton. Miles Beverage, proud to sponsor Star Valley Sports. Hillam Orthodontics, generations serving generations since 1966. And by Star Valley Glass and Lock, automotive, residential, and commercial glass.
Ever wish you could be the boss of your home Wi-Fi? Well, with Home Zone by Silver Star, now you can. It's like having your own Wi-Fi command center right in your pocket. Whether it's setting up a guest network for visitors, controlling what your kids can access, or checking your connection speed, Home Zone has you covered. With Protect IQ, you'll have a virtual bodyguard for your Wi-Fi, blocking unwanted threats before they reach your devices. Home Zone by Silver Star. Wi-Fi control, coverage, and security all in one.
Discover the thrill of adventure with Salt River Motors, your go-to destination for Polaris side-by-sides, four-wheelers, and sleds. Gear up with premium off-road gear and accessories. And when you are on the road, Salt River Motors keeps you moving with a full automotive service department for tires, shocks, brakes, and comprehensive repair and general maintenance. Visit Salt River Motors on Highway 89 south of Etna or online at saltrivermotors.com.
Live on Swift 98, SVI Media, and the SVI Sports Network. This is Star Valley High School Sports and the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to kickoff.
Inching closer to game time between Star Valley and Evanston. Braves the regular season home finale tonight against the visiting Evanston Red Devils. But first, let's go back to the year 1980 and tonight's tidbit of history presented by Star Valley Medical Supply. Real answers, honest service, and quality home medical equipment. Find them online at StarValleyMedicalSupply.com. Here's John Little looking at the football and volleyball state championships for Star Valley that occurred on the exact same day. Tonight's tidbit of history.
On November 1st, 1980, two Star Valley teams made history. On that day, both the varsity volleyball and football squads took home state titles. The volleyball team entered the championship against the Wheatland Bulldogs undefeated, despite a series of close matches. Their comeback against Evanston in October had already shown their grit. After trailing 11-1 in the final set, they rallied to win 15-13. The state title match was just as tense. Wheatland took the first set 15-8, but Star Valley bounced back in the second, winning 15-11. In the final set, the game stalled at 2-2 for the first 20 minutes. Each point was fiercely contested. With the score tied 13-13 in the final seconds, the deadlock finally broke. Lisa Erickson delivered the decisive spike, giving Star Valley the win, and their second state trophy in 3 years. The first half of the football title between the Star Valley Braves and the Buffalo Bison was also close. The Bison took a 22-21 lead against the Braves at the end of the first half after scoring 3 touchdowns. But the Bison would not score another point that game. Coach Jerry Hart says the victory was a team effort, but receiver Robert Allen stole the show. Allen scored 4 touchdowns, including the first and the last of the game. The first came with an 85-yard opening kickoff return that signaled the Braves were ready to fight. His final touchdown, a 67-yard run with 10 minutes left in the clock, sealed the win. Hart says it was the best game of Allen's career. The game closed 27-22. It was the Braves' first state football title in 8 years.
That's the tidbit of history tonight with John Little, presented by Star Valley Medical Supply. Let's go down to the field for the presentation of the colors and the national anthem. During our broadcast tonight, it's presented by Hastings Ace Hardware, located in Afton.
The Star Valley Veterans of Foreign Wars, posts 4797, and Evanston's VFW post 4820. Also the Star Valley High School Color Guard and student athletes from both Evanston and Star Valley. Please join us in honoring our country with the singing of the national anthem, a tribute to the values and spirit that unite us all, performed by the talented and Star Valley's own Bella Casey.
on stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Phoenix Hovey, quarterback, son of Nate and Brianne Hovey, senior, Alpine, Wyoming.
Kyan Watson, son of Stacy and Kevin Watson, running back and middle linebacker, senior, hometown F, Wyoming.
Nathan Hatterley, son of Coulter and Amanda Hatterley, running back and middle linebacker, junior, Bedford, Wyoming.
I'm Will Linford, son of Sam and Lisa Linford, tight end, defensive end, senior, Afton, Wyoming.
Cooper Lancaster, son of Aaron and Anna Lancaster, wide receiver and DB. I'm a senior, and I'm from Smoot, Wyoming.
Roman Erickson, son of Scott and Brittany Erickson, junior, wide receiver, outside linebacker, Dry Creek, Wyoming.
Preston Ross, son of Mike and Robin Ross, receiver, safety, senior, Smoot.
Travis Thompson, son of Kyle and Aaron Thompson, junior, wide receiver and corner, Fairview, Wyoming.
Eliam Tautia, son of Lydia and Eliam Tautia, running back, DN, fullback, senior, American Samoa, doing Setonga.
Caleb Erickson, son of Barton Janet Erickson, running back, defensive back, senior, Bedford, Wyoming.
Eli Christensen, son of Joe and Danae Christensen, senior, play center, defensive end, and I'm from Afton.
I'm Will Walker. I'm son of Richard and Trista Walker. I play outside linebacker and guard. I'm a senior this year, and I live in Fairview.
My name is Ryan Talbot, son of Ashley and Todd Larson. I'm an O-lineman. I'm a senior, and I'm from Alton.
My name is Dane Jensen. I'm son of Wade and Deanna Jensen. I play O-line, D-line. I'm a senior, and I'm from Afton, Wyoming.
Kevin Philby, son of Jane and Frank Philby, O-line and linebacker, junior, Afton, Wyoming.
I'm Tate Lawson, son of Heath and Heidi Lawson, tight end, safety, senior, Afton, Wyoming.
Crew Don Joy Morgan, son of Christian and Leanne Morgan, wide receiver and outside linebacker, junior, Afton, Wyoming.
Zach Thompson, son of Kenny and Ginger Thompson, wide receiver, DB. I'm a senior, Star Valley Ranch, Wyoming.
My name is Dax Button, son of Ashley and Kevin Button, wide receiver, DB, junior, in Star Valley.
Dylan Hershey, son of Mark and Krista Hershey, strong safety and running back, senior, Freedom, Idaho.
That's the starting lineup for the Braves on offense and defense. The varsity roster made possible by Mountain Star Products, plumbing supply, gravel, sand, topsoil excavation, road building, and equipment rental located on Rocky Road in Afton. Coin toss just occurring at midfield. Did you catch it, Dal?
I know the Braves are going to receive.
All right, Star Valley will have the football on the north end zone first as we continue with the first Bank of Wyoming countdown to kickoff. We do have Millie Kazare on the sideline. She had a chance to catch up with head coach McKay Young and get his thoughts on the senior night game. First, here is the recap, the rivalry. It's presented by the Lincoln County Sheriff's Office.
Well, Duke, the Braves and the Devils have played more times than anyone else in Star Valley's history. This will be the 97th meeting tonight. First game took place back in 1932. Overall, Star Valley leads at 55-37. There have been 4 ties here in Afton. The Braves lead the series 32-13. The last time these two programs met was last year in Evanston. That was a 40-14 Star Valley win. looking at some of the trends, the Braves have won the last 8 meetings. The last Evanston win was in 2008. That's a look at your rivalry from Lincoln County Sheriff's Office.
Remember, when you're impaired, do not get behind the wheel. Drinking and driving, just don't. That message courtesy of the Lincoln County Sheriff's Office. Amelia Kazare sideline. She had a chance to catch up with head coach McKay Young of the Star Valley Braves, get his thoughts on the Evanston Red Devil matchup tonight. Here's Billy with the Miles CPA sideline report.
For the season, what has been your message to the team this week?
That's a good question. Really this week's just focused on the next one, right? I mean, Evanston has played us really, really well the last handful of years, and they've made us earn it. So we expect them to play really well on defense. They did a good job of taking away big plays. We got to get better at running the football. We know we left a lot to be desired there in Cody, and we just got to do better up front. And, Evanston is going to make us earn it there, so that'll be good for us. They blitz a lot. They bring a lot of chaos. Like I say, they always play hard. So if there's a focus, I would say that's been the focus is our ability to run the football.
Awesome. And it's senior night, and you've got a whole lot of seniors on this team. Take us a second and just talk about the senior team and what they've done for you for, the last few years.
This is a special group. The only group that I'm aware of that has the potential to go through the whole 4 years without losing a ball game. So that's exciting for them, and it's not pressure, it's a privilege, like they say. But this time of year always becomes a little bit bittersweet, right? It's fun because you're starting to get towards the playoffs when things get really fun and exciting. But also that there is an expiration date on our time to be able to spend this much time with these seniors, and then their friendships and relationships that'll last for a lifetime. But that doesn't mean that we're going to get the time back where we get to spend a couple hours every single night in the film room, on the practice field, in the weight room in the mornings. We've spent a lot of time together, and it's like I said, it's bittersweet to see it culminating towards an opportunity to play for a state championship, hopefully. But also, all good things must transition into the next stage.
Awesome. Okay.
That's Star Valley head coach McKay Young with Amelia Kazare. The Miles CPA sideline report located in Afton and in Alpine. Call 885-0055. That's 885-0055. Coach Young talking about the senior group. Now they are undefeated as a freshman team, as a sophomore team, as a JV squad, and now so far as a varsity squad. And during that time, they can also be part of 4 varsity state titles. I mean, that is just incredible for a group like this.
We had Jeremiah Jensen on this morning for Sports Friday, and he says he hopes the players and the fans are enjoying this golden age of Star Valley football, and it truly is. Man, to even say that out loud, what an opportunity.
Absolutely. As we continue with the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to kickoff, as Star Valley does as they do traditionally when they do the starting lineups on a senior night, they announce every senior, so we went through all 28 of them as part of the starting lineups tonight here at Braves Field. Now let's take a look at the Records Watch presented by Star Valley Disposal.
Well, with 41 passing yards, Phoenix Hovey will become the 4th Star Valley High School player to pass for at least 1,700 yards in a season. With 87, he would move into 3rd place in front of Logan Abrams from 2010. Logan had 1,745 passing yards. With 5 catches tonight, Cooper Lancaster would reach 70 career receptions. And with 3 catches tonight, Roman Erickson will reach 50 career receptions. That's a look at your Records Watch, brought to you by Star Valley Disposal.
Residential, commercial, construction, and septic services. Visit StarValleyDisposal.com. Now let's take a look at your keys to the game, presented by SVI News.
Key number 1, dude, they need to clean up the execution. It doesn't matter who your opponent is. It doesn't matter what your goals are, but you need to clean up the execution. I'm sure the coaches have been working on that this week. Key number 2, yak attack. I'm talking yards after contact. I'd like to see the Braves really pile those up tonight. 5 penalties or less. As good as this team has been, they've had quite a few penalties on the year. And then key number 4, senior attack. So 2 attacks. And what I mean by that is let's let the seniors eat tonight here on senior night. Those are my keys to the game from SVI News.
And we also have, as we conclude the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off, Claire Myers down on the field with another Miles CPA sideline report. She had a chance to catch up with Evanston head coach Jim Burton and get his thoughts on taking on the Braves tonight. Claire.
Thanks, guys. I had the opportunity to talk to Coach Moore, who coaches Evanston, and ask him a couple questions. In regards to preparing for the game against Star Valley, Moore stated that the Red Devils have really put an emphasis on playing as one unit and moving forward strongly. He's hoping that his team will put up a good game against Star Valley, and I asked him where he thinks the Devils have improved the most over the season and how they're going to incorporate that success into the game. He responded by saying that the boys have improved up front on both sides of the ball, not to mention that their linebacker play has gotten a lot better throughout this year, and that hopefully those improvements will show in the game. Overall, he is so excited to play against Star Valley and hopes that it's a good game. And don't we all? It's going to be a great night. Back to you guys.
And there's kickoff as Star Valley will have the ball up to the 37-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Braves on a short kick that was returned by Star Valley's Nathan Hatterley. That's the Carpus Plus Color Tile kickoff, and we're underway on a senior night here in Afton as Star Valley taking on the Evanston Red Devils. Braves will have it 1st and 10 from their own 37-yard line.
We've seen that the last couple of weeks. We'll see if that's a trend for tonight, but Cody certainly didn't want to kick away to Star Valley's special teams returners, and so far Evanston didn't want to either. So we'll see if that continues on through the rest of the evening.
All right, Phoenix Hovey and the Braves offense will have Hovey in the shotgun, split receivers, 2 on either side. It's going to be, once again, Kyan Watson to start at tailback in the backfield. Hovey will throw on 1st down, goes quick out, caught by Thompson, makes a man miss, and then cut down across the 40 at about the 42-43 for a 5, maybe even 6, and about a 5-yard pickup on 1st down.
Travis has had a tremendous season so far this year. You know, we talk about Cooper and Roman, and rightfully so, but Travis has come in. He's a junior, and he has made some big-time catches. He's also made some big-time plays on defense as well, and just a junior. That junior class says, don't forget about us.
2nd and 4. Here's a handoff to Watson. Tests the right side. Has a good lead block and the 1st down into Evanston territory. That's going to be a Star Valley Orthodontics 1st down up to about the 49-yard line and a 1st and 10 for the Braves.
About 8 yards on that gain, and you heard Coach Young say in the pregame there with Millie, the running game has been a thing they've worked on this week. Cash Thompson out there leading the way, and he's been a tremendous blocker this year.
They are without Aliyah Matawatia. He left the game early last week with an elbow injury. He's not dressed tonight, so no number 0 for the Braves this evening. Here's another handoff to the tailback. This time it's Erickson. Caleb is hitting the backfield, falls forward to turn nothing into just a little bit. Gain of about half a yard on the 1st down carry by Erickson. Second and a long night.
Of course, you can see the pink out there. Senior night also doubling as pink night and cancer awareness here in October.
Hovey spreads it out. 3 receivers to the left, 2 receivers to the right. Lancaster in motion from slot right over to the left. They're going to bubble screen over to him. Caught, has blockers up the sideline. Makes a man miss to the 40, 45, 30. Cut back inside of the hashes, still running. Down to the 20. Lancaster still running. Leaps over a defender and tackled inside the 10-yard line. Doing it all with his legs that time. Cooper Lancaster, a big run to put Star Valley inside the red zone.
He is just a nightmare on the open field. There you can see him in motion, and then takes that kind of that bubble screen, gets great blocking. Travis Thompson out there, Roman Erickson, Dax Button, and then here comes Cash Thompson. Bam! Another block way downfield for the lineman. That's a 40-yard gain.
Put Star Valley in the Riverside Dental Crimson zone. Watson again in the backfield. Man in motion again is Lancaster. Fake to him. Hovey throws into the end zone, has his man low, but caught, pulled in. Touchdown for the Braves. And hauling that in was Will Linford, the tight end. And the Braves go right down the field and have an early 6-0 lead.
Boy, how about going 3 for 3 with the touchdown for Phoenix Hovey, his 21st of the year. And Will picking that one up off his shoe tops. Maybe not all the way down there, and the Braves strike first.
Tate Lawson in for the ensuing PAT. 9:55 remaining in the opening quarter. Star Valley on top of Evanston 6-0. And waiting for the PAT. Snap, hold, kick is up and through the uprights. Count it for 1. 7-0 Star Valley on the SBI Sports Network.
First Bank of Wyoming, we know you're more than just a number. We know the important numbers that matter most, the ones that tell your story. From starting your financial journey to planning for your first home and reaching your family's financial goals, we're here to celebrate your story, not just your transactions. From milestones to memories, we're here to celebrate every moment that counts. When you bank with us, you're part of a community that cares about every number that counts. First Bank of Wyoming, where you're more than a number.
In healthcare these days, you just don't find a place like Star Valley Health. We really do focus on providing the best care.
Our employees take so much pride in their positions. They know that if their kids get sick, if they get sick, if somebody gets in a car accident, that there is that personal tie.
They get to see the change that they make in their life, so it's fun to be involved.
This is the SVI Sports Network with live coverage of the Star Valley Braves. Let's get back to Duke and Dow.
Will Linford with the touchdown reception from about 9 yards away. Star Valley strikes first, lead 7-0. Lawson with the ensuing carpet plus color Kyle Kickoff. Bounces at the 14, fielded off the hop at the 10, and tackled in between the hashes. That was Camden Batt on the short return. Let's send it out to Jake Hibbert for a studio report on the Cody game tonight. Jake.
Yeah, so it's pretty early. Internet's not working great out in Green River. That's Cannon Grant jump cutting to a big gain, and that's Cannon Grant jump cutting to a big touchdown. It's 7-0. Back to you.
Both Star Valley and Cody score early with the Bronx taking on Green River. Braves defense on the field for the first offensive possession for the Evanston Red Devils. They'll have it on their own 14-yard line. 1st and 10, 9:45 to go in the opening quarter. Braves lead 7-0 as they bring in the game ball down. No band tonight. They're in Casper. State marching band this weekend, so wish the band a best of luck tomorrow at State Marching Band. We miss them here tonight in the stands.
It really is. We really do miss them every time when that has to happen, but it just proves that what a big part of the game day experience they are.
Under center is quarterback Kason Brady for the Evanston Red Devils. I formation, little option read, handoff to the fullback, which will go nowhere for Evanston. We talked about, Jake Hibbert talked about the run defense for the Braves. Number 1 in the state in 3A, well under 100 yards per game average allowed. In fact, it was about 40 heading into Cody. The Bronx pushed it up to about 70 on average, but there's a no gain there.
Well, and quite honestly, if we're going to keep patting the back of the defense, the only reason that went up is because of that one big play up in Cody, a 70-yarder. Other than that, they stymied the Bronx running game last week.
This time, Kason Brady of Evanston will be in the shotgun with one receiver wide to his left. He'll hand off to his tailback instead. He'll go ahead for about 1 yard, maybe. The pile pushes ahead to get across the line of scrimmage, but not by much.
A couple different ball carriers. This Evanston team, they do kind of spread around their rushing attack. If you look at their running game, they've got 3 different players who rush for over 200 yards so far this season.
8:35 and counting. Evanston taking a lot of time off the clock in between plays. Make sure they have the right set here with 2 receivers on either side for Brady in the shotgun to throw. Fires to the right, missed his target. A curl route at the sticks, falls incomplete. And Evanston will go 3 and out and will punt on a 4th down and 9 from their own 15-yard line.
So far, so good for the Star Valley defense, giving up 1 yard on 3 plays. I think you'll take that. And then back here to return is Travis Thompson, and could see if that was Dax or if that's Cooper.
Evanston back to punt. Standing on his goal line. Kick is away. It's almost blocked, but did get it away. It's going to push Thompson deep. Great kick. Fielded at the 40. Now Thompson has room. And a blocker to the 50. Up to the 40. Sideline. Travis 30. 20. One man to beat. Cuts inside 10. Tripped up and in the end zone. Stretches the ball across the line.
There it is.
And it's a 60-yard punt return touchdown. Travis Thompson to the house to make it 13-0.
You know, we've talked about the offense, we've talked about the defense, and yeah, we talked about the special teams, and this is why teams don't want to punt or kick to the Braves. This happens almost every game. You got Nathan Hatterley out there. You got Bryce Erickson down there as well blocking, and Travis Thompson had a convoy.
4 minutes into the game, the Braves now lead 13-0. They score on the first offensive possession of the game. Defense goes 3 and out. And then the ensuing punt, 60 yards to the house for Travis Thompson. Here's the PAT. Snap, hold, kick. Looks good, is good. 14-zip Braves on SVI.
Hi, I'm Mitch here at the Lincoln County Weed and Pest. Give me a call at 307-885-WEED, and I can get you some brochures on your knapweed, or I can get you in touch with somebody who can help you spray it or take care of it.
Hi, I'm Travis with the Lincoln County Weed and Pest. This is going to be a community effort on all of our parts to do what we can to stop the spread of this invasive species. Spotted knapweed is not a plant we want in our community.
Where do legends come from? Some start as dreamers, even after they're turned down again and again. But everyone deserves a chance to prove themselves.
You know, this is the place that gave me an opportunity to come here and play the game that I love.
At the University of Wyoming, we're the team that believes you can do anything. This is where underdogs come to shine and where real MVPs are made.
Velkommen til. This is a big hit live on SVI.
Travis Thompson with the 60-yard punt return touchdown puts the Braves up 14-0 early against the visiting Red Devils on Star Valley Senior Night. Tate Lawson with the ensuing Carpus Plus color tile kickoff, building on the hop again at the 6-yard line. Taking it back is Bat, and he's swarmed and tackled again around the 15. Let's send it back out to Jake Hibbert for the Lincoln County Weed and Pest Studio Report. Riverton Torrington tonight. Jake.
Yeah, so here you see a halfback toss to Hunter Saltzgaber. The drive stalls for Riverton against Torrington, but here's the Salt man again from 33 out. A boot. It's 3-0. Riverton leads Torrington. Back to you.
Thank you, Jake, with that look on some of the things happening inside the 3A East. Once again, Evanston will have a long field in front of them, 1st and 10 from their own 16-yard line.
Evanston with a couple of runs with their first 2 plays last possession. Didn't find a lot of room. Then had an incomplete pass on 3rd down.
Cason Brady shotgun for the Devils. Hands off to his tailback again. Shoulder down for a yard, maybe 2, but not much. Swarmed by the Star Valley defense for a very short gain on the play.
Will Linford in on the bottom of that pile.
Braden Wallace on the carry. They'll give him 2 yards to set up 2nd down and 8 to go. Clock rolls down to 7:35 remaining in the first quarter. Again, Star Valley has secured at least one home playoff game. A win tonight would give them home field advantage secured through the playoffs regardless of what happens next week. Here's a play action pass under pressure up in the pocket, eludes the sack, hit again, and still running is the quarterback, and Brady able to get across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Give him about 3 yards on the quarterback scramble to make it 3rd down and 5.
That was all Cason Brady because he was getting heavy pressure behind the line of scrimmage. He was able to skirt his way up and pick up 3 yards instead of losing yardage on that. What the Braves were thinking was going to be a sack. Devils 0 for 1 on 3rd down. This one much more manageable than last time. It's 3rd and 9 last time, 3rd and 5 this time.
Clock rolling down to 6 minutes, 45 seconds to go. Ball spotted at the Evanston 21-yard line. Again, Brady in the shotgun, 3 receivers to his right. He'll roll that direction. Look downfield, being chased, and he can't get away from Crew Morgan. Did he fumble it out of bounds?
Crew
on the
Morgan
far
has
sideline.
the ball.
Did Crew come up with it? They're going to say it stays with Evanston. Red Devil football still. And it's going to be 4th down and long after the ball was lost out of bounds. Here's your replay.
Yeah, I'm just like you. I'm looking at this replay. I'm not really sure. Yeah, the ball is loose. Ends up out of bounds, and then Crew ends up with it out of bounds. So
defense, again, puts 3 and out on the Evanston Red Devil offense, and they'll punt again from their own inside their own 20 from the 19. They lose about 3 yards on the fumble out of bounds. 4th down and 7.
So on the last punt, Travis Thompson took it 60 yards to the house.
Braves almost get a block, but this time, or it does go to Thompson again. He's from the 40 to the 50. Broken tackle at the sidelines. Sidesteps another tackler. This time he's being swarmed, but still running, and he cuts across the field to the 30. He's being chased and finally brought down from behind. He almost broke that one and found a wide open field out to the left, but a touchdown saving tackle by Evanston Xander Elmer a sophomore. That would have been back-to-back for Travis.
And Elmer, he had to work for that one. Yeah, Travis was thinking, you know what, one is nice. Maybe I can get another one. Eventually tracked down. He actually stumbled right there, probably because he's tired already. I don't know. He's already run so much.
Still a 30-yard return on the punt. Gives Star Valley great field position from the Evanston 30-yard line. 1st and 10, 5:25 to go in the opening quarter. Braves leading it 14-0. Man in motion, across the formation, hand off to the motion man, broken tackle, and leaping ahead into the about the 25-yard line. And running the football was Mason Pack. It was actually on the reception on the pitch up to Mason.
About 6 yards to Mason Pack, another one of the 28 seniors we've been talking about this year.
Dylan Hershey comes in to play tailback. 5 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Sets up 2nd down and 4 for the Braves from inside the Evanston 25, about the 24.
So far, Phoenix Hovey 4 for 4, 60 yards and a touchdown through the air.
Not enough men on the field for Star Valley. Crew Morgan's going to run in late, play tight end on the right side. Bunch tight end set over there. Furthest to the outside is Erickson. Instead, they hand off to Hershey. He's going to try and get the edge. Broken tackle. Hershey runs inside the 20. Will have a Star Valley Orthodontics first down, moving the chains to the red zone. Spot the ball at the Evanston 17-yard line. So inside the Riverside Dental Crimson zone, the Braves threatening again. Clock rolls down to 4 minutes, 15 seconds to go. Still first quarter. I formation. Turn, handoff to the tailback. Another broken tackle, but then wrapped up and brought down. That was Brennan Barber on the carry for the Braves, and Brennan will get pretty much back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one. 2nd down and 10 from inside the red zone.
Tackle made by
Bridger Robertson on that stop.
Nathan Hatterley, Kind Watson playing the backfield this time in the I formation. Hatterley, the tailback, Watson, the fullback.
Those are the two that had the rushing touchdowns in Cody last week.
3 minutes, 35 seconds to go in the first quarter. Hovey under center. Lancaster in motion from right to left. Turn, play action, looking to the right. Throws into the end zone, has a man open. Caught again for another touchdown. Once again to Will Linford. 2 for Will. 20-0. Braves lead it with 3:25 to go in the opening quarter of play.
This one from 17 yards out from Phoenix Hovey. And hey, senior night, 2 touchdowns. You'll take that if you're Will Linford, right?
Put Star Valley up by 20. 3 minutes, 25 seconds to go.
The extra point.
Still in the first quarter. Here's the snap, hold, kick is good. 21-zip Braves on SVI.
It's my happy day, I want to sing it all the day. My best friends are always with me. We sing, we dance, we laugh, we are happy every day. Have fun with us, let's say happy, 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 happy.
In the heart of the Rockies, land is more than property. It's a legacy. Whether you're buying a family ranch, a mountain retreat, or selling farmland, it takes local knowledge and trusted hands. Austin Callison and Andy Neal, licensed in Idaho, Montana, and Wyoming, bring unmatched experience with Hayden Outdoors, the West's premier land brokerage. Hayden Outdoors Real Estate, the brand that sells the land.
Today's broadcast is owned by SVI Media. Any reproduction or use of this broadcast without permission is strictly prohibited.
Another touchdown reception for Will Linford, his 2nd of the game in the ensuing Carpus Plus colored tile kickoff. Lawson tries to squib it to the left sideline, but goes out of bounds, and so that will be a penalty, procedural on the Braves. Let's send it out to Jake Hibbard once again for another Lincoln County Weed and Pest studio report. And Jake, another update, this one in the 4A Easton Rock Spring.
Yeah, we got Rock Springs at Easton. Here you see them driving within the 5-yard line. Keyshawn Brown takes the handoff, powers around right side, 7-0 East leading. Back to you.
Thank you, Jake Hibbard, with the studio report with the Lincoln County Weed and Pest. So because of the kick out of bounds, it's going to be Evanston football. They'll spot the ball up to the 35-yard line, 1st and 10 from there.
It's an interesting matchup. Rock Springs, at least on the scoreboard, gave top-ranked Sheridan all they could handle last week. 14-7 game last week up there, too.
Under center is Brady for Evanston. Sets to throw, fires high, tipped and almost taken away. But, man, talk about a nose for the football in the defensive backfield. That's Dylan Hershey. He's the one that got up and put his paws on the football.
Yeah, Dylan, he's got 3 defensive touchdowns this year, and he's got 2 more that were probably, or 2 more plays that were probably about an inch or 2 away from being touchdowns as well. Yeah, he is just, he's been a problem for opposing quarterbacks this year.
He'll get the pass deflection on that play to make it 2nd down and 10. Clock is stopped at 3 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in the opening quarter. Braves have 2 passing touchdowns, both to Will Linford, and 1 punt return touchdown from Travis Thompson. They have a 21-0 lead over Evanston right now. Again, 3:20 to go in the first quarter. And Evanston's coaching staff getting some sort of description from the officials on the far sideline, so we have a brief stoppage in play.
Here comes the white hat. I'm not sure if this is going to be something involving us or not.
He's going to walk all the way across the field. They're going to get a different ball from Coach Young.
I'm going to be a grumpy old man here. I remember when there was 1 ball. If you lost the ball, you didn't play. Everybody's got their own ball now. I'm just kidding.
Well, they
sort of.
they play hot potato from sideline to sideline with whatever football they wanted. So apparently they have the correct one now, and Evanston will be in the shotgun. And a false start on the Red Devils will push him back 5 yards, jumping on the left end. Clock still sits at 3:20 to go in the first, and now 2nd down and 15 to go for Evanston back to their own 30.
Well, I don't blame him. Everybody was excited to go on that drive and left a little early. So now it's 2nd and 15 for the Devils from their own 30-yard line. First penalty of the game, by the way, for either side.
2nd and 15 has Brady in the shotgun. This time 2 receivers to his right. H-back on that end as well. Play action. Looks to throw under pressure, and he's brought down. Threw the ball behind him. They're going to say it's a fumble. Live ball. Jumping on it. Looks like Evanston may have kept it. It was Roman Erickson who got back there, flipped Brady around. He tried to throw it to get to avoid the sack, but it went backwards. So that's the live ball, and Evanston does fall on it, but all the way back inside the 15.
Now, if this was in the NFL, they would probably talk for the next 5 minutes and show a bunch of angles. We'll look at our replay and see what we can decide. I think he was trying to throw that, but obviously it ends up going backwards. So, yeah, that's a live ball either way.
So, yes, his arm was going forward, but the ball did not, because he was spun around by Roman Erickson. Ends up being a huge loss, and it's going to be 4th down. And what are we calling this? Can we just say 30, 35 inside the 15-yard line? They need to get to the 45 to convert. Here's a draw play. Spinning is the running back. Hit and brought down at about the 15-yard line. Roberts on the carry. He'll get 1, maybe 2. But Evanston will have to punt again from inside their own 20-yard line. 4th and a really long way to go.
Well, that was one of those series you'd like to forget. Obviously, you started with we had a penalty that didn't help, and then the big play from Roman Erickson coming in. I guess things could be worse. The Devils did recover that fumble, and now they'll punt it away. But bad news is Travis Thompson's still back here. Last week, we saw Cody punt and kick away from the Star Valley special teamers. We'll see if they decide to do that here. Got a personal foul here, dude, while I was talking. So that's a 15-yard penalty, but it's not an automatic first down.
3rd and 15.
So it will do a replay of 3rd down. Evanston will get another shot here. 3rd down and about 15 yards to go after the face mask call against Star Valley's defense on that last run. So the Braves defense stays on the field. Evanston looking at a 3rd down and 15. Here's a throw again. Has a man in the seam, but overthrown and incomplete. Trying to find Camden Bat between the hashes. A little too much over the top on that one, and now it's 4th down again. or now it is 4th down, no flags, and 15 yards to go.
I was a little curious, dude, because they were lined up for the punt return for a while, and then came back, said, nope, there's this penalty, and they're going to do 3rd down again. That was a little curious.
Thompson back again, along with Cooper Lancaster. Pick your poison.
We'll see if Evanston maybe tries to angle this to one side or the other to try and negate some of the talent the Braves have out here on punt return.
Sergio Lozano kicking it away. He's been under pressure so far tonight. This time he has a clean lane to kick it. Does kick it over towards Thompson, takes a bounce. Thompson has the ball go behind him, and he's just going to let it go instead of try and pick it up and let something bad happen. So ends up being a good kick for Lozano. And it will be 1st and 10 for the Braves, now inside their own 30. They'll spot the football at the 28-yard line.
It's a smart play by Thompson, too. He knew he hadn't touched it. He didn't have to do anything.
Make that 42-yard punt.
1st and 10 for the Braves. Clock down to 1 minute, 17 seconds to go. And again at the 28-yard line.
Passing game has been very efficient so far for the Braves in this first quarter. Phoenix Hovey 5 for 5, 75 yards, 2 touchdowns. Both of those went to Will Linford.
Nathan Hatterley again in the backfield with Hovey in the shotgun. Trips to the left side, one receiver to the right side. Hovey calls for the ball, looks to his left. Short pass caught by Ross. Follows blockers to the perimeter and ripped down from behind. But Preston Ross will have the completion for a gain of 6, maybe 7 yards on the quick out screen.
Gain of 6 on the play brings up 2nd down and 4.
We've seen a couple of those, Duke. Saw a bubble screen earlier. This one more of a traditional wide receiver screen. And that kind of stuff requires your teammates to block downfield. And, of course, this Star Valley team, they're definitely willing to do that.
Same formation, but they just flip it. So they'll send Ross and the trips over to the right side. Receiver flanked wide left. They'll do the draw play, handoff to Hatterley, but he's hit in the backfield and tackled. Evanston read the draw play very, very well, and there will be no gain on the play.
Going to give him a little bit.
No, it was a loss, not even a little bit. They're going to lose about 4 yards.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. I was looking the wrong way there on those sticks.
3rd down and about 8.
Hats off to Evanston. That play has gashed a lot of teams for a lot of years. They were ready for it.
Trips right again. Hatterley remains in the backfield. One receiver up top on the left. First 3rd and long the Braves had faced in the game from their own 30, and that actually takes us to the end of the first quarter. Star Valley leads at 21-0, live from Star Valley High School on the SBI Sports Network.
Ever wish you could be the boss of your home Wi-Fi? Well, with Home Zone by Silver Star, now you can. It's like having your own Wi-Fi command center right in your pocket. Whether it's setting up a guest network for visitors, controlling what your kids can access, or checking your connection speed, Home Zone has you covered. With Protect IQ, you'll have a virtual bodyguard for your Wi-Fi, blocking unwanted threats before they reach your devices. Home Zone by Silver Star. Wi-Fi control, coverage, and security all in one.
Star Valley Sports on SBI are presented by Edward Jones Financial Advisors Kyle Terry, creating tailored solutions to address your financial needs. And by Rusty's Tree Service, the tree removal experts. Call 248-2442. Kodiak Mountain Resort is expanding with an indoor heated swimming pool, hot tub, pickleball courts, and a new large play set for the kids, all coming in 2026. Reserve your stay at KodiakMountainResort.com.
I'm Kimball Hulse. I got these touchdown catches live on SBI.
Star Valley will have the football first, starting the second quarter. They'll have it 3rd down and 8 from their own 30-yard line. Ryan Watson back in to play tailback. 2 receivers on either side for Ross in the shotgun. 12 minutes on the clock to open up the second quarter of play. Braves leading it 21-0. Ross calls for the ball. There's going to be some movement. And will it be offense or defense, I guess is the question here. And it's going to be a timeout, actually. A timeout taken by Evanston right after the break. So we'll take a 30-second timeout as well. We'll be right back here to open up the second quarter again on the SBI Sports Network.
Lincoln County School District 2 Transportation Department has multiple openings. Work mostly weekends as a full-time activity driver starting at $25.75 an hour plus benefits. Or you can work weekdays as a full-time daily route driver starting at $22.75 an hour also with benefits. Or work part-time as a bus aide for $17.50 per hour. All positions include paid training. Visit lcsd2.org and click job openings.
This is Brandon Barber. The spin moves live on SVI.
Evanston calls the timeout at the beginning of the second quarter. So again, a big 3rd and 8 here for Star Valley. So far in the game, they've been able to move the ball at will. But Evanston now putting him in a 3rd and long situation here from the Star Valley 30-yard line.
Well, proof of that, Duke, is this is the first 3rd down attempt for the Braves as we're now into the second quarter.
Watson in at tailback. 2 receivers out to the right side of Hovey. First play of this second quarter. Hovey with some directions to Watson, sends Erickson in motion. H-back from left to right. Now Hovey rolls to his right, pump fakes, looks downfield, throws it deep to Lancaster. He lost the ball, almost pulled it in one-handed, but it was out of bounds. And that was Lancaster looking over his left shoulder. Pass went to the right shoulder. Had to try and relocate the football, and it was out of bounds.
I think it kind of faded to that east side as well. It kind of drifted a little bit from where Phoenix probably wanted that to come down. And so now 4th down, I would think the Braves are going to punt this, but I am sure to be wrong.
Well, as of right now, on 4th and 8, Coach Young has his offense still out there on the field. From his own 30-yard line, Hovey in the shotgun, 4th and 8 with 2 receivers to the left. They do snap it. They'll throw it. Look to Erickson, caught, first down, and hit hard at the 50. So they go for it on 4th and 8. It pays off. They find Roman Erickson for the Star Valley Orthodontics first down at midfield.
Well, you can punt the ball or you can just complete a 20-yard pass to Roman Erickson. That's what they opt for. Roman takes a pretty good shot there right at midfield.
Braves go no huddle after the first down. This time in the backfield is Ikaika Cope, the piano player.
Yeah.
Cope in the backfield will get the handoff, looks to his left, has a nice hole, and he's spinning for a first down. Near a first down, about a 9-yard gain on the first down carry to the Evanston 41-yard line.
Good block here. Can see some look at that space he has to work with. Doing a great job. That offensive line, and Star Valley out there, number 78, kind of leading the way to seal that. That was Dawson Linderus. Whoops, that's the wrong roster, excuse me.
Here's the 2nd down and 1. Turn, handoff to Wasserluz, and Wazzy will have a first down across the 40 of about to the 39, a 2-yard gain on 2nd and 1, and a Star Valley Orthodontics first down. Clock rolls to 10 minutes, 46 seconds to go. Second quarter with Star Valley up 21-0, and they've moved the ball into Evanston territory to the 39-yard line. This time Hovey will be in an empty set, spread with trips to his left, 2 receivers to his right. Man in motion is Lancaster. Goes heavy to that side, throw the bubble screen again to Cooper, has to catch him, good blocking downfield, 30-yard line, has to spin away, broken tackle, cut back across the grain, now Cooper to the 20, has another blocker to the 10, he's going to go all the way to the far pylon and score. He was on the left sideline, spun away from a tackle, and went clear to the right side pylon, and Cooper takes it in for 6.
Once you saw him cut back, try and look at the top of your screen here if we can. He has a wall of players, his teammates, that are already setting up in right there. I knew he was gone. There was just too many people down there blocking for Evanston to get to Cooper Lancaster.
It's hard to call out all their names because they were all doing it. Walker was right there in the screenshot, but
Preston Ross down there.
Here's the ensuing PAT. Lawson nails it again. It's 28-0 Star Valley, 10 to go before halftime on the SVI Sports Network.
I think being in a small town,
really care and you take more pride in the work that you do because you're working with your neighbors. These are people that you see out in the community. You know, you see them at kids' sporting events and parent-teacher conferences and the grocery store. You know, these are our neighbors.
One of the reasons that people also come back to us is they trust us because we are friends, we are family. And so I think there's a lot of trust in the community.
The leaves are falling, and so are our tire prices. Right now at Point S Tire and Auto Service, save up to $200 on select Falcon, Toyo, Nexen, Hankook, and Nokian tire. Whether you're taking a scenic drive, heading to football games, or making the daily commute, we have the right tires at the right price with no stress. Stop by PointStire.com or your local Point S today.
No stress with Point S.
Trey Barnes and these big hits are live on SVI.
Cooper Lancaster, another touchdown reception, about 32 yards on the bubble screen left, but scored over to the right. And the Braves rolling over Evanston right now with 10 minutes, 11 seconds to go in the second quarter. It's 28-0 Star Valley.
I believe Trey Barnes with that voice. We need to get him on the radio, man.
Yeah.
That was...
he's got the barn tone.
He's got it.
The Barnes tone. Here's the ensuing Carpus Plus color tile kickoff. Lawson is going to push it back to the 1 yard line on the return. Up to the 20, spun around near the 21 yard line. 1st and 10 for the Evanston Red Devils. Let's send it back out to Jake Hibbert. He has another game break for us. Campbell County Sheridan in 4A.
Usually at this point I show you a Sheridan touchdown, but we've got an upset alert right there on 4th and goal. Campbell County complete on the slant route. They lead it in the second, 7-0. Back to you.
What a story that would be.
Well, just
if
how,
it holds that
just
way.
How dominant has Sheridan been that you're thinking to yourself, when's the last time they were trailing in the second quarter? I mean, that's how ridiculous they've been over the last 5 years.
Taking on Campbell, the rival. Here's a play action for Evanston. Screen play. It's caught by Fitch. He's going to be breaking through a couple tackles, and Fitch is going to have a first down on the screen play. They'll give him 11 yards on the 1st and 10. Pushes the ball up to about the 33-yard line.
That's a good job of breaking some tackles there, too, by Fitch. Gets away from a couple of guys. Ends up being Cooper Lancaster who pulls him down to the turf. And I'm going to give him 12 on that.
Up to the 33-yard line. 1st and 10, 9:40 to go in the second quarter. Evanston trailing Star Valley with the football, 28-0. Under center is Kason Brady. Here's a handoff to the left side, up the middle rather, and about 1 yard on the gain for the Red Devils. 2nd down and 9 with the ball spotted on the Evanston 34-yard line.
Well, right now, because you have to include that, I'm not giving it to anybody individually, but that loss of chunk yardage because of the fumble right now, Evanston 7 carries, minus 11 yards.
2nd down and 9 here. Here's rolling to his right, being chased, throws it incomplete. Quarterback hit as he was thrown in the backfield for Star Valley to lay the hit. I believe that was Will Linford, and it was. Incomplete to make it 3rd and 9.
Will with the pressure and great angle there from our crew. Boy, just shout out to them. They have been giving us some amazing shots all season long. Will's so polite. He'll pull you down to the ground and then help you right back up.
That's right. Clock stops on the incompletion at 9 minutes, 1 second remaining in the second quarter.
Right now the Devils 0 for 3 on 3rd down. They'll try and change that right here.
3rd down and 9. Brady, shotgun, will throw. Looks to his right, quick out, caught. Has to run for the first down, and he'll have it. Catch was made by Timber Fitch behind the sticks, but made a move. Crossed the yard to gain, and that's back-to-back first downs for the Evanston Red Devils up to their own 47.
Gain of 13, and that's the second time that Fitch has made a catch and then cut to the middle of the field and made a tackler miss and get a bunch of yards after the initial catch. So nice job there by Fitch. He's got 2 catches for 25 yards.
1st and 10 again for Evanston. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. I formation set with Brady under center. Hands off to the fullback. Up the middle, spin move, and running is Roberts. He'll have another first down. 3 consecutive first downs for the Evanston Red Devils. This one puts them inside Star Valley territory down to the 42-yard line.
Well, absolutely no room to move at all in that first quarter, but on this drive, those passes have kind of maybe loosened things up a little bit, and then a nice run there for the Devils.
Clock ticks down to 8 minutes, 16 seconds to go. Star Valley still leading at 28-0, but Evanston putting a drive together here, 3 consecutive first downs. 2 receivers to the left with Brady under center. Tailback dive again. Looking to the left side will pick up about 3 yards to the 39-yard line. That was Brady Wallace on the carry for the Devils.
And Wallace with 3 more. He's been doing the damage on those last couple of plays. And the Devils have got something going here.
Clock continues to tick down to 7:39 to go in the second quarter. Trips to the left side. This time we'll see Brady in the shotgun. Wallace with him in the backfield. Turn, play action. Throw on the screen. Turn catch by Fitch. He's running up the field. He'll have another first down up the sideline. Tackled shy of the 30, but that's good enough for the 4th first down of the drive and puts Evanston 1st and 10 from the Star Valley 31.
About 8 yards on that one. And, you know, the Devils had a couple of drops. The passes weren't quite on the mark. This drive has been completely different. Cason Brady has been right on the money, and 3 completions this drive to all the Timber Fitch, and he has been able to pick up some yardage after the catch.
7 minutes, 14 seconds remaining in the opening quarter. 1st and 10, 7:05 on the clock where they snap it. They pitch it on the option. Left side to Wallace. He'll go up the sideline, positive yards on first down off the option pitch. He'll give Wallace about 6, maybe even 7. Set the ball at the 25-yard line to make it 2nd down and a long 3.
This has been an impressive drive so far here for the Devils. They have been finding room to work not only in space, but showing some physicality up front that was missing in the first quarter, in my opinion.
Clock continues to roll down to 6 minutes and 37 seconds to go before halftime. Under center this time is Brady in the I formation. Here's a handoff to the tailback. Can't get to the line of scrimmage that time. The defense swarms the tailback. That'll be a tackle for loss back across the 25 to about the 26-yard line.
But Roman Erickson in there, as well as a couple of teammates. Sam Gaskell.
Evanston Sergio Lozano, senior lineman, 6'2", 220. He comes out of the play a little gimpy. He stays in the game and will hobble up to the line to play.
So the Devils 1 for 4 on 3rd down now, having converted just a little bit ago.
Here's the 3rd and 4, pitch to the left side. Running is Bat, and he will look for the sticks, won't get there. He'll be stopped shy of the yard to gain, but make it 4th and short, about 2 yards, maybe 3 yards to go. You would assume Coach Moore will keep the offense out there to go forward on 4th down.
Yeah, why not? You've had a great drive here, and the scoreboard's kind of out of hand already. So, yeah, I think it's a great opportunity to go for it.
Braves leading at 28-0, hoping to get the ball back on a turnover on downs. Evanston with Wallace in the backfield will look to convert on 4th and 2. Under center is Brady. Looks back to the sideline, and another timeout taken by Coach Moore. We'll do it as well. Evanston timeout on the SVI Sports Network.
Silver Star is proud to announce a new service, Smart Town Wi-Fi. In partnership with the City of Afton, Silver Star is now offering a free, secure Wi-Fi experience in the City Park and downtown corridor of Afton, Wyoming. More locations will roll out soon, so register your device and experience the difference with Silver Star's Smart Town Wi-Fi in Afton. To get started, visit silverstar.com/smarttown. That's silverstar.com/smarttown.
I'm Wyatt Collins, and I love Braves football at SVI.
Coming out of the Evanston timeout, it's a big play for the Red Devils. They're facing a 4th and 2. They have a nice drive going here. Picked up 4 first downs on it. Clearly, they're not even close. Their best drive of the game so far, but now facing a 4th and 2 from the Star Valley 24-yard line.
I wouldn't be surprised if they tried to find Timber Fitch on some kind of screen again. He's had a lot of success on this drive.
Fitch is going to be wide to the right. He's going to be out on an island. He'll be covered by Mason Pack. Instead, they run up the middle. It's really close. Looks like he may have got it with forward progress.
Oh, there you go.
And then the pile from behind makes it no doubt across the 20. Evanston will pick up more than enough on the 4th down run and convert the chains to put them inside the red zone.
Yeah, I think they probably had it before this last surge. Can see him kind of pawn at it there, and then the offensive line decides to make sure there's no doubt. Kind of doing the pushing, the main pushing there was Dominic Stewart, number 66.
Puts Evanston at the Star Valley 16-yard line. First trip into the red zone tonight. 1st and 10, 4 minutes, 47 seconds to go before halftime.
Wallace did go off the field there, though.
Here's a turn, play action, Fitch again, caught on the screen on an island, hit, broken tackle, and then ripped down. Couldn't get away from the 3rd attempt. Eventually, Roman Erickson rips him down for what will end up being a 1-yard loss on the play. Roman's a tackle for loss machine. Gets another one.
He really is. Mason Pack kind of helped him lose all his momentum, but then as he spun away trying to regenerate some speed, Roman Erickson stopped him in his tracks.
Clock continues to roll down to 4 minutes and 13 seconds to go in the second quarter. Star Valley leading at 28-0. They've scored every time they've touched the football, including a punt return touchdown tonight. Cooper Lancaster with 1 reception for a touchdown, and Will Linford with 2 receiving touchdowns. Here's a play action, though, for Evanston. Under pressure, stepping up, throwing hit as the catch is made at the 15-yard line. Pulling down the reception for Evanston was Max Gogger, and it will be 3rd down and about 8 yards to go after the short catch.
He's the first person other than Timber Fitch to collect a pass tonight, or complete a pass so far tonight. Case and Brady, 5 of 9. 4 of them to Timber Fitch. Now that one to Max Gogger.
3 minutes and 25 seconds to go in the first half. Late second quarter and 3rd and long inside the red zone for Evanston. Brady shotgun. Trips to his left, rolls that direction. Wants to set his feet and throw. Does. Goes into the end zone in coverage. And was it caught? It may have been caught. Yeah. It was. Touchdown. Red Devils in the end zone, go over the top, and Fitch, who's been the star on the drive, caps it off with the reception in the end zone on 3rd and long, and Evanston on the board.
How about that drive by the Devils? And not only that, Case and Brady, I would say, let's be honest, first quarter looked kind of inaccurate, had some pressure. He dropped that one right in the bucket. And right now he finishes that off, and he's 6 of 10. On the night after starting off one of his first 5.
It's a nice drive for Evanston. 5 first downs, able to march down the field, get themselves on the board. Gogger will come in for the PAT. Quarterback Case and Brady will hold. 3 minutes and 5 seconds to go in the second quarter. Snap is high, but the hold is down and up, and the PAT is good. 28-7, Evanston on the board on the SBI Sports Network.
On behalf of the Bank of Star Valley, we would like to congratulate Ikaika Cope for being Man of the Week. Congratulations.
My name is Ikaika Cope. I'm son of Crystal and Ed Cope. I'm a running back. I'm a senior, and I'm from Hawaii.
Take a bounce, will not go out of bounds. That's the live ball in Star Valley's football. It took a Star Valley bounce, and the Braves jumped on it.
That's Ikaika Cope with the recovery.
This is Ikaika Cope, and you're watching Braves football on SVI.
Touchdown for Evanston. They drive down the field, and that's their first score of the game to cut the lead down to 21. It's 28-7. 3 minutes and 5 seconds to go in the second quarter.
Shout out to our crew. It's not exactly warm out there. Better than yesterday, though, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, at least it's dry. Here's the ensuing Carpus Plus color tile kickoff. going to be fielded at the 25-yard line, 30, 35. Broken tackle. Here goes Cope to the 50. Cope to the 40 and knocked down at the 35-yard line. Big return by the up back, Ikaika Cope, who gets swarmed by his teammates on the sideline. They're loving it.
You know, Duke, Ikaika Cope is like a Renaissance man. You talked about it. He plays the piano. He's just got a fun personality. And then watch him lower his shoulder at the end of this. He gets up to speed. He can step out, and then he's like, nah, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go boom right here and finish this return. I love that.
Mr. SVHS.
Oh, hey.
With the big return.
There you go. I'm a big fan of anybody that can play the piano and deliver a hit. I like that. It's a great combo.
1st and 10 from the now Evanston 34-yard line.
Duke, I know this is going to surprise you, but they are switching out the balls. This is very rare.
Been very meticulous on that tonight, yes. Clock rolls down to 3 minutes remaining in the first half. Late second quarter, Hovey in the shotgun, Hatterley with him in the backfield. Hovey will throw, looks left, center, now right, goes back center, caught by Roman for a Star Valley Orthodontics first down, tackled right at the 20-yard line.
14-yard gain for Roman. Man, this is a frozen rope from Phoenix Hovey. Zip right on the money. I have been so impressed with Phoenix all season long.
Here's the handoff, lowering his shoulder inside the 15 and tackled down near the 10-yard line.
It's Kyan Watson with that carry.
Will be another Star Valley Orthodontics first down. Star Valley inside the Riverside Dental Crimson Zone. They go no huddle. Watson remains the tailback. 2 receivers to the right. Lancaster alone on the left. Turn play action. Hovey looks right. Fires end zone. Has his man and it's touchdown. Travis Thompson again. This time on the receiving end. His second TD of the night. 2:25 to go in the second. The Braves answer immediately after the big kickoff return. They go down the field and make it 34-7.
Travis goes on a post. Phoenix knows he's going to be open if he can get it to the corner of the end zone. Drops it in over the defense. I'm telling you, man, Phoenix Hovey, he's dropping dimes tonight.
Lawson in for the extra point attempt. Kick is away. It's good. 35-7 Braves, SBI Sports.
Are you sidelined by a sports-related injury? At Alpine Foot and Ankle, Dr. Andrew McCall specializes in treating ankle sprains, Achilles injuries, chronic ankle pain and instability, flat feet, and heel pain. Dr. McCall's expert care ensures you get back to your active lifestyle quickly and safely. Don't let foot and ankle issues hold you back. Visit alpinefoothandankle.clinic to learn more. That's alpinefoothandankle.clinic.
At Western, students don't just earn degrees. They experience growth, friendships, and opportunities. Western Wyoming Community College. Enter here with passion and leave with purpose.
Live coverage of Braves football continues now on the SBI Sports Network.
Touchdown again for the Braves. Passing to Travis Thompson. 4th touchdown through the air tonight. 5th touchdown overall. The ensuing Carpus Plus color tile kickoff fielded inside the 10. Running across the grain, hit and tackled shy of the 20-yard line. Good kick cover team once again for Star Valley. And we'll see if Evanston can redo their last drive where they marched right down the field, picked up 5 first downs, and capped it off with a score.
So, Duke, this is the 3rd game this season. Phoenix Hovey's had at least 4 touchdowns in a game passing. He had 4 against Jackson. He had 5 in the season opener against Shelley, and he's got 4 in the first half tonight.
Comes with 2 minutes and 19 seconds remaining. Late second quarter, Star Valley up 35-7. 1st and 10 for Evanston inside their 20. Pump fake on the play action. Throws short, caught, stiff arm for a first down. Still running hard is Braxton Hanks all the way across the 30. And there's an injured Brave. It's Cooper Lancaster. He went down hard. He pops right back up, but he's Ooh, holding that collarbone. Got a history with that collarbone.
Well, was it the semifinal game last year, and or the quarterfinal? I can't remember which one it was. He ended up missing, obviously, the rest of the postseason, and you hope it's nothing that serious.
Looks like he's going to stay on the sideline, try and walk it off. We'll keep an eye on Cooper Lancaster. 1st and 10 to throw. Firing deep in traffic and almost hauled in one-handed by Timber Fitch. They've been able to find him short. That time they wanted to go deep and just off the front fingertips and incomplete.
Well, I wanted to point out that last stiff arm from Braxton Hanks to get that 20-yard gain, but then that one right there, that's a pretty nice pass, almost on the money, and then Fitch is a speedster, man. He gets a hand on that. There's definitely some things going here that was not going in the first quarter for Evanston. They are playing with some confidence that they did not have early in this game.
2nd down and 10. Play action again, under pressure, broken tackle, hit as he throws, and intercepted by Star Valley. Flag on the play, and a tackle down at the 30-yard line to Mason Pack on the pick. The flag came after the interception, so we'll see what it is, but there was pressure in the backfield that forced the bad throw, and Pack with the pick.
The flag came immediately after the pick.
So Roman Erickson again, surprise in the backfield to force the hit. Ineligible receiver downfield. On the offense, of course, Coach Young declines that, and Star Valley has a turnover, and they get the ball right back. Erickson in the backfield trying to get the sack, and it results in a pick.
Roman took a pretty good hit there on that return.
Offense comes back out. Lancaster still on the sideline, has his helmet off. He's just walking around, the trainer right next to him, but I get the feeling Cooper doesn't really want to chat much. He's still on the sideline. 1st and 10 for the Braves after the INT. They'll have it from the Evanston 31-yard line. Minute 30 remaining in the first half, late second quarter. 3 timeouts still for Coach Young if he needs them, but with just 31 yards away, he's got all the time in the world. Hovey again in the shotgun.
Well, especially the way this offense has been clicking in this first half.
Watson, the tailback, trips to the right. Here's a roll to the right. Hovey to throw. Fires, and that one left short. Trying to find Travis Thompson on the right hash. Travis tried to dive down and scoop it off the turf. Couldn't get his hands under it. It's incomplete.
Phoenix may be overcooking that one a little bit, but that has been a rarity tonight. In fact, that's only his 2nd incompletion in this first half. He's 10 of 12, 166 yards and 4 touchdowns in the first half. That is Tecmo Bowl numbers, is what that is for people my age.
Ross Hilton go to flank wide to the right. Hovey again in the shotgun. 2nd and 10. Clock stopped at a minute 27. Quick pass caught by Roman. 30. Big block up the sideline. Sidestep to the 20. Brought down inside the 15. That's going to be a Star Valley Orthodontics first down. Roman Erickson on the reception to put Star Valley inside the Riverside Dental Crimson Zone.
Another 20-yard reception for Roman Erickson. He's got 3 catches for 54 yards tonight. He had a big game last week in Cody, 8 catches, over 80 yards in that one.
Quickly back to the line of scrimmage. Hovey trips left, looks that direction, fires end zone, batted down, and knocked incomplete. A big heads-up play by Evanston's Bridger Roberts to knock it down. That was a dangerous throw into coverage.
Take a look at it here from the end zone camera. Yeah, boy, that one just about picked off.
Nice play by Evanston.
2nd down and 10. The incompletion stops the clock at 1:06 to go. Braves leading at 35-7, trying to get in another time here before half. Erickson alone on the left. In the backfield is Hatterley to play tailback. Hovey in the shotgun. Rolls to his right, sets the draw. Hatterley on the run, and he will be tackled. Loss. He may have dropped the handoff and fumbled it. There is a flag on the play, but either way, it's going to be a big loss. And the clock is rolling. Shouldn't. There's a flag. And they have it stopped with
there is a penalty.
Penalty waiting for what this is going to be. Official will step up and give the holding signal against the offense.
Holding against the offense. That's a 10-yard penalty. Down remains the same.
And it'll be interesting to see if the officials put some time back on the scoreboard. I certainly think they should. Yeah, here they are. I think they wanted to add 15 seconds, I believe is what I heard him say, which would put this at 1:05 thereabouts. And the Braves ready to go snap the ball. They got to fix the scoreboard. And instead, they put 15 on the scoreboard. They need to add 15, so it should be 1:05.
After the penalty, it's going to be second down and about 22 yards to go. Second down and 22. Hovey will be in the shotgun with 1 minute, 5 seconds on the Bank of Star Valley scoreboard, late second quarter. Now Coach Moore looking for an explanation on the Evanston sideline. And they'll wind the clock now that the ball's set. Hovey takes the shotgun snap, looks to his left, fires end zone, double coverage, but over the top and just missed Gaskell. And incomplete. Sam Gaskell in the end zone, got behind two defenders, but just out of his reach and incomplete.
This should be a pretty good angle for you. Sam sprinting into your living room. Boy, just off his fingertips.
Sets up third and long. Ball spotted on the 21-yard line. Cooper Lancaster still on the sidelines. Still has his helmet and pads on. But we'll see if he re-enters left holding his collarbone, which he's got a little history with. Third and long. Hovey to throw, has time, steps up. Now fires short to Roman, over his head and incomplete. And it's going to be fourth and really long. Coach Young went for it on fourth earlier in the game, but it was 4th and 8. This time it's 4th and 20 plus, and out comes Tate Lawson and the field goal unit.
This will be a 38-yarder for Tate. I think he's definitely got the leg for that. Looking at the flags, doesn't look like there's any wind tonight.
Incompletion stops the clock at 51 seconds to go.
In fact, I don't even see the flags.
Lawson will be on the left hash. From 38 yards away, snap is good, hold is good, kick is away, and it is good. 38 for Tate Lawson for 3 points, makes it 38 on the scoreboard as well. 38-7 Star Valley after the field goal. Braves lead it on the SVI Sports Network.
There's no place to enjoy the fall season like Alpine, Wyoming. Enjoy fly fishing on the Salt and Snake Rivers, camping and hunting up the Grays in the Wyoming Range, hike the trails in the Bridger-Teton National Forest, or bring your off-road vehicles and enjoy the backcountry. And with plenty of lodging and dining options at affordable prices, you just can't beat the fall season in Alpine. Experience the fall season like Mother Nature intended in scenic Alpine, Wyoming. Miles CPA is your trusted partner for all tax-related matters. Our professional and qualified accountants ensure you keep and get back as much of your hard-earned money as possible. Whether you're an employee or business owner, rely on our tax experts for precision and expertise. Visit us in Afton or Alpine, or call 307-885-0055 to schedule your consultation. Secure your financial future with Miles CPA.
I'm Caleb Erickson. You're watching the Braves on SVI Media.
38-yard field goal is good for Tate Lawson. Here's the ensuing Carpus Plus color tile kickoff. He'll boom this one into the end zone for a touchback. Maybe a little juiced from that field goal. And it will be 1st and 10 from the 20 for the Evanston Red Devil offense, trailing Star Valley 38-7.
You know, not every kicker could probably also go lead most teams in receptions. He also... Tate's a big, tall, athletic kid, and he's got a great leg.
1st and 10 for Evanston. Coach Moore has just one timeout remaining. 45 seconds to go in the first half. And an 80-yard field in front of the Red Devils. Under center. Brady in the I formation. Tailback dive. Big hole. 25 and 30. And a first down for the Red Devils up to the 32. 12-yard gain on first down. They'll stop the clock momentarily to set the chains. And then we'll start again on the set ball.
Well, if you remember, Braden Wallace came off the field a little gingerly not long ago. He looks fine right there.
Evanston
picks up a 12-yard gain.
Evanston still huddles up quickly to the ball. Clock down to 30, now 28 seconds. Turn, snap, handoff, left side again. Carry by Roberts this time, and he'll just get a couple. No timeout taken by Coach Moore. And this one may take us to halftime. Evanston doesn't look like they're going to be in too big of a hurry. Well, they are going to go no huddle. Official sets the ball. 8 seconds. They may get this one off for one last play. 5, now 4 in the backfield. They do get the snap off just in time. Step up and sacked. What a game by Will Linford so far. He'll get the sack to end the first half. And Star Valley goes into the locker room at the break with the lead on senior night. 38-7 is your halftime score. Silver Star, or a halftime presented by Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine, bringing Earth resources to life. Visit simplot.com. 38-7 Star Valley. Let's look at some highlights around the state. Jake Hibbard with the Lincoln County Weed and Pest Studio Report. Jake.
Yeah, thank you. Good first half for Star Valley. Let's see what happens in the second, but we've got a lot of interesting games. And I mentioned earlier to you the upset alert with Sheridan and Campbell County. We had a couple of games on Thursday as well. Lander gets the win shutout over Rollins. You'll see that score right there. And in our area, Lyman gets the win over Pinedale. Those were a couple of Thursday games. Now let's move on to what we had coming on Friday. And we'll start off with Jackson and Powell. That was the early game, and we'll see right here, Liam Logan is the recipient of this Grant Johnson pass. They run an empty set, fake out left side. Oh, he's flush. He's flush. And it's a touchdown. Look at that. Keep your route going. We move on to Cody and Green River, and look at Cash McFadden. He'll do the little play action, RPO, rook outside. The lefty finds a McCartan. That's Griff McCartan. He makes the catch. And then up the middle, Nathaniel Pryor on the skinny post. That is their ex-receiver running out of the slot, and Cody leads it 35-0 right now over Green River. We had the Salt Man, Hunter Saltzgaber, rushing for Riverton. You see him get the toss outside here, cut back inside. Then he gets the field goal from 33 yards out. That puts us at 3-0. It would go to 10-0 until this point. Blake Gantenbein, look, they're ready to go. Wait, where's the ball? Blake Gantenbein has the ball. A 41-yard rushing touchdown for the quarterback. 17-0, Riverton leading Torrington. Let's jump to 4A where we see East and Rock Springs. Nice little lead up the middle down to the 4-yard line, and then Keyshawn Johnson gets it done here on the power right side. Cheyenne East leads Rock Springs 14-0. Now we had this game, 4th and goal. Campbell County with the touchdown slam up the middle. That one going right into the hands of the receiver, Ethan Mostedler. But just before the half, with Campbell County up 10-0. This is the 4th quarterback Sheridan's used. His name, Blaine Phillips. Again, they've used 4. And this goes out to Gage Rogers. Sheridan scores just before the half, and they are down by 3 points, guys. 10-7 as we get a look at this one more time on the RPO go route to Rogers. And then one more game happening earlier today. We go out to the Valley. Justice Plabbs, pump fake, look outside. He's got a 12th touchdown on the year to Ashton Colangelo, and a number 2 versus number 3, Thermopolis and Cody. Well, number 2 prevails. Let's take a quick look at our scoreboard before we take off for some of the games that I wasn't quite able to get any live streams are spotty today, guys. Let's say that, especially in 4A. So right now, East, they've gone up 35-3. That's the most recent update. Central 14-0 over Kelly Walsh, and South losing big to Natrona County 41-0. Thunder Basin 14-0. Other than that, guys, looks like we're about to go final with Jackson. And Cody scored again. What a surprise. They're up 42-0. But other than that, Buffalo Douglas just kicking off. We'll get you some highlights when those become available that game. Till then, back to you.
Thank you, Jake Gibbert, with the studio report as part of our halftime coverage. And boy, Sheridan's 50-game win streak on the ropes right now at the half.
Well, and just some insight there from Jake. 4 different quarterbacks kind of lets you know it's that they're battling. I mean, you got that many guys, and kind of, you look at last week's result. They win by 1 score over Rock Springs, and you know, everybody, you're going to get everybody's best shot when you're doing that. And Star Valley knows a little bit about something about that.
Simplot Smoky Can You Mine halftime show, supporting local families and communities with an intense focus on safety. Visit Simplot.com. Here in this game, the Braves leading it on senior night over Evanston, 38-7 on SVI Sports.
Discover your future with Simplot, where a multitude of career opportunities await. Whether you're interested in mining, agriculture, engineering, technology, manufacturing, management, or a number of additional options, Simplot offers not just a job, but a truly satisfying and rewarding career. Explore our diverse range of positions and find where you belong. Visit Simplot.com to view available positions locally and across the United States. That's Simplot.com, a world of career opportunities.
This is Braves football and the Star Valley Health Halftime Show on the SVI Sports Network.
Halftime coverage presented by Simplot Smoky Can You Mine, bringing Earth resources to life. Visit Simplot.com. Here at the half, Star Valley leading at 38-7. And Evanston had that one nice drive down. They marched right down the field and ended it with a touchdown, picked up 5 first downs on that drive. Other than that, it's been Star Valley in all 3 phases.
Yeah,
tonight.
it's been kind of what you might expect, but Evanston's shown some life on that drive, and as Coach Young said before, he's been saying the last 2 days, you know, the Devils are going to play hard. They've definitely done that, and but right now they're just outgunned.
Let's take a look at that score. Deep in the numbers with the Battleson Brothers Flooring Carpet One Floor and Home halftime battle stats.
Well, first for the Devils, Cason Brady, 7 of 13, 69 yards through the air in that first half. Timber Fitch doing most of that with 5 catches, 46 yards, and that touchdown. On the ground, it has been tough sledding, not helped by that big loss on the fumble that was recovered by the Devils, but a big loss of yardage. That ended up being a 17-yard loss. Right now, the Devils with 16 carries for 33 yards. So 69 through the air, 33 on the ground, a total of 102 in that first half. One turnover, that was an interception, picked off. Brady was picked off by Mason Pack with 1:33 left in the second quarter. For the Braves, Phoenix Hovey had a great first half, 11 of 16, 186 yards, 4 touchdowns in that first half for Phoenix Hovey. 6 different Braves catching a pass in that first half. 3 of them went to Roman Erickson. He had 54 yards. Cooper Lancaster, 2 for 79 and a touchdown. Travis Thompson had a couple. He had a receiving touchdown. Travis also returned the second possession of the game, 60 yards on a punt return for a touchdown. And Will Linford, 2 catches, and both of those were touchdowns. On the ground, 9 rushes, just 34 yards. It's been mainly a passing game for the Braves in this first half. So 186 through the air, 34 on the ground, a total of 218, 4 passing touchdowns, and a punt return for a touchdown from Travis Thompson. That's a look at your first half battle stats.
From Battleson Brothers, Carpet One Floor and Home. Quality, price, and service located a block south of the Arch in Afton. That is Battleson Brothers Flooring, with the Braves leading at 38-7. Let's see if we can give away some free frozen yogurt. Our halftime trivia tonight presented by Swirl inside Star of 89 in downtown Afton.
Well, our question tonight, what Star Valley running back rushed for a school record 301 yards in a single game against the Lander Tigers in 2021? Use the text-in number 307-203-4637, and the first correct answer is going to win themselves a gift certificate to Star of 89. Use that on Swirl, and there you can see all the flavors of the week that you could spend it on if you wanted to.
That's right. Vanilla, orange, wild cherry, black cherry, oatmeal cookie. They had Zupa soup this week. If they have any left, you can get some tomorrow.
You were so happy.
I was. It was a good day. And then, of course, you can have the soup of the week, new soup every week at Swirl, located in downtown Afton. First correct answer wins 203-4637. At the half, Star Valley leading it against Evanston on senior night, 38-7 on the SBI Sports Network.
E&H Auto in Afton has been serving the Star Valley community for over 10 years. With a qualified and trained staff, you can trust B&H Auto for brakes, maintenance, repairs, tires, and more. That's B&H Auto on the north end of Afton. Service you can ride on. Kodiak Mountain Resort is expanding with an indoor heated swimming pool, hot tub, and a new large play set for the kids. These new additions will be for guests only, coming in 2026. Visit KodiakMountainResort.com for reservations.
Discover the convenience and reliability of Star Valley Disposal and Royal Flush Septic for all your waste management needs. We offer comprehensive services, including residential and commercial trash removal, septic pump outs, and a variety of porta-potty options with optional cleaning schedules. Trust us for efficient and professional solutions. Visit StarValleyDisposal.com to schedule your service. That's StarValleyDisposal.com.
At Fall River Propane, we're not just your propane provider. We're the ones who make sure life keeps moving. Fall River Propane. Experience the difference.
Live coverage of Star Valley Sports on the SBI Sports Network is made possible by TerraPower, a nuclear innovation company. The Right Company, your local siding and gutter experts. Call Ready Mix, located north of Afton. Miles Beverage, proud to sponsor Star Valley Sports. Hillam Orthodontics, generations serving generations since 1966. And by Star Valley Glass and Lock, automotive, residential, and commercial glass.
This is the Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine halftime show, bringing Earth's resources to life. Visit Simplot.com.
On senior night from Braesfield, Evanston Red Devils in town to take on the home Star Valley Braves this evening, where the Braves have the halftime lead up 38-7, presented by Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine. Star Valley will come out of the locker room here shortly. In the meantime, let's see how they've done so far with those SBI News keys to the game.
Well, key number one for me was clean up the execution. Just try and, not have any of the any sloppy stuff. I think the Braves have done pretty good on that, actually. Yards after contact, I think Star Valley's done a pretty good job there. The 5 penalties or less, that one's a little more statistic related. 2 penalties, 25 yards in that first half for the Braves. So you got to say they did really well there. Senior attack, wanting to see a lot of seniors touch the ball tonight. That has certainly been the case. You've seen Cooper Lancaster touch it. You've seen Mason Pack has a catch and an interception. Will Linford's got 2 touchdowns tonight. Akaika Cope, Brendan Barber, Zach Wasserloo, they've all touched it. So pretty good. So far, so good there on the keys to the game.
Presented by SBI News. Have you downloaded the SBI News app? It's free on Android and Apple devices. Just search for SBI News StarValleyFootball.com. This has been something new this year for Star Valley as they've re-entered the field coming out of the locker room at halftime. Cheerleaders lining up at the banner to play this song. They can flash the stadium lights now here at Braves Field. And as soon as they get the intro, here they come.
I kind of laugh, dude, because once in a while I will get a comment or a conversation, and people will, maybe some of the old timers will bring up school spirit, and they'll say it's not like it used to, and I'll go, I don't think you've been to a game in a while. School spirit is alive and well.
Star Valley on the field with this 38-7 lead. Let's see if we have a winner of that trivia question from Swirl and Star of 89.
And our question tonight was, what Star Valley running back rushed for a school record 301 yards in a single game against the Lander Tigers in 2021? Possibly the greatest hair of all time by a Star Valley player, Mr. Lane Esch, was our answer, and I believe we had a winner.
That we do. Had a handful of correct answers. The first correct answer, phone number ends in 8445. 8445. Congratulations, you've won the halftime trivia question. We have a gift certificate with your name on it. Good at Swirl and Star of 89. Braves on the field, Red Devils coming soon. We'll take a final break here. Third quarter on the way next as we wrap up the Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine halftime show on the SBI Sports Network.
Ever wish you could be the boss of your home Wi-Fi? Well, with Home Zone by Silver Star, now you can. It's like having your own Wi-Fi command center right in your pocket. Whether it's setting up a guest network for visitors, controlling what your kids can access, or checking your connection speed, Home Zone has you covered. With Protect IQ, you'll have a virtual bodyguard for your Wi-Fi, blocking unwanted threats before they reach your devices. Home Zone by Silver Star. Wi-Fi control, coverage, and security all in one.
Discover the thrill of adventure with Salt River Motors, your go-to destination for Polaris side-by-sides, four-wheelers, and sleds. Gear up with premium off-road gear and accessories. And when you are on the road, Salt River Motors keeps you moving with a full automotive service department for tires, shocks, brakes, and comprehensive repair and general maintenance. Visit Salt River Motors on Highway 89 south of Etna or online at saltrivermotors.com.
At First Bank of Wyoming, we know you're more than just a number. We know the important numbers that matter most, the ones that tell your story. From starting your financial journey to planning for your first home and reaching your family's financial goals, we're here to celebrate your story, not just your transactions. From milestones to memories, we're here to celebrate every moment that counts. When you bank with us, you're part of a community that cares about every number that counts. First Bank of Wyoming, where you're more than a number.
In healthcare these days, you just don't find a place like Star Valley Health. We really do focus on providing the best care.
Our employees take so much pride in their positions. They know that if their kids get sick, if they get sick, if somebody gets in a car accident, that there is that personal tie.
They get to see the change that they make in their life, so it's fun to be involved.
Halftime coverage is presented by Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine, supporting local families and communities. Visit simplot.com.
Wrapping up our Simplot halftime show where the Braves lead at 38-7. Amelia Kazare sidelined with Coach McKay Young to get his thoughts on the first half. Here's the Miles CPA sideline report.
Okay, so Coach, honestly, just tell me what your thoughts are. What's on your mind?
Just excited to see so many seniors playing well. You know, that's what senior night's all about, and an awful lot of them have made big plays tonight.
Yeah, and what are you going to tell them in the locker room?
So we always say what's going well, what do we need to be aware of, what do we need to work on. Same speech every week.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that's all I got for you.
Thanks,
so
Millie.
Thanks. Back to you.
That's Amelia Kazare with the Miles CPA sideline report. Locations in Afton and in Alpine for Miles CPA. Star Valley received the opening kickoff, and so they will kick off to Evanston to open up the second half of play. Just some game notes from that first half. Aaliyah Matawatia did not play, wasn't dressed tonight, left the game early last week, and Cody against the shoulder injury. He is not dressed. We saw Cooper Lancaster exit the game in the second quarter holding that collarbone. He broke the collarbone last year. We don't know if that's what's going on now, but he is no longer in the stadium.
We hope not. Certainly that would be incredibly disappointing. We're not going to, we don't know. But also pointed out to us, Zach Delgado didn't dress tonight either. He had an arm in a sling. So, yeah, that's, Braves are deep, but we are in the 8th game of the year. So some stuff is piling up a little bit.
Here's the kickoff to open the third quarter with Carpets plus color tile in Afton and in Thane. It's a reverse return. Able to find Fitch, break broken tackle, and the best return so far on the night for the Red Devils on the reverse. And they've been leading heavy on Fitch, and they give him pretty good field position up to the 29-yard line.
Really good special teams tackle there by Brendan Barber, one of those seniors, number 37. And that could have been a big return, and Brendan made sure it stopped at the 29.
1st and 10 for Evanston. Star Valley opens up the third quarter on defense with the lead. Braves 38-7 against Evanston. Red Devils with the football, 1st and 10 from their own 29-yard line. Dax Button playing left side corner here for the Braves, up tight and close with a bunch trips right. Hand off to the tailback, hit at the line of scrimmage. Pyle pushes forward for a gain of 1, maybe 2 on forward progress to put it up to about the 20, actually the 31-32. 2nd and 7.
Braden Wallace, he's run hard tonight. I think he is, in fact, I think all of the Evanston players after contact have really driven their legs. They delivered a blow. They've been playing pretty dang hard.
Clock continues to tick down to 11 minutes and 20 seconds to go. Early third quarter. Pistol set this time for Brady. Man slowly in motion. Turn off, hand to the tailback. Bounces to the outside where he's hit and brought down for a gain of 1 yard on the play.
And you had Sam Gaskell up top, and then Crew Morgan was kind of on the bottom of that pile, and he gets up a little slow.
Sets up a third down for Evanston. Third down and a good 7 yards to go.
In that first half, the Devils ended up being 2 of 6 on third down. The last opportunity they had was the touchdown.
Clock down to 10 minutes and 36 seconds remaining. Ball spotted on their own 33. Trips to the right side. Fitch in motion. Goes upfield on the snap. Pressure on the quarterback, rolling right. Hit as he throws again, and it is almost caught. It was almost tipped by Roman Erickson, and it was just enough to force an incompletion. Fitch was right there, hit him in the hands, but the tip ball from Roman knocked it off course just enough.
And some pressure. I think it was Will Linford again. But, yeah, Roman just over his fingertips. And don't know if Fitch lost maybe visual of the ball when Roman jumped up there. But that is one he probably usually catches.
That sets up 4th down, and Evanston will come out to punt. Looks like Dax Button is one of the return men. Maybe Delgado the other, trying to see that number. And it's going to take a bounce, and nobody will get it. It's actually Thompson, the other returner, and it will be down by Evanston at around the 32-yard line, the 37-yard line.
And in case you're wondering, Delgado, didn't they say we have a spare? We have 2 Delgados, so we have Zach and Gabe.
Going to be 1st and 10 for Star Valley. Again, they lead at 38-7. Braves do get a stop to open up the second half defensively. And Hovey and the offense will come out of the for their first drive of the second half. Trips to the left side. Watson, the tailback. One receiver wide right is Roman Erickson. Hand off to Watson. Bounces outside, broken one tackle, spin away from the other, put a shoulder down upfield, and a 2-yard gain, maybe even 3 on the play.
We'll call it 3.
Up to the 40-yard line, 2nd and 7.
Third carry of the night for Kyan. He's got 21 yards.
He'll stay in the game. 2nd and 7, Hovey to throw. Flag on the play, caught, nope, dropped by Thompson. It's going to be a false start anyway. 5-yard penalty on Star Valley. A little early movement on the Braves up front. Makes it 2nd down and 12.
That'll push the ball back to the 35. And the Braves will need to get to the 47. I like to talk it through to help my own math skills. Maybe it helps you as well.
Either way, it's at the 35-yard line now with Hovey in the shotgun. Trips to his right. Snap, handoff to Watson. Big hole for Kyan, 40-45, hit and stumbles forward for a first down. Needed 12, got 13. Huge hole up front, and then a couple yards after contact, and that's a Star Valley Orthodontics first down.
Yeah, look at this hole right here that he has to work with. Just can drive a truck through there.
Now Hovey to throw. Open man in the zone. Caught by Roman Erickson. Tackled inside Evanston territory down to the 35-yard line to move the chains again. Another Star Valley Orthodontics first down.
17 more for Roman Erickson. He's up to 71 yards on 4 catches.
2 receivers right, 1 left. Hand off again to Watson. Sidesteps the first tackler, spins and brought down after a 3-yard gain down to the 37-yard line. Clock ticks down to 9 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Third quarter coverage is brought to you by Valley Trailer Services, locally owned right in Star Valley by Reese Heibel. No need to take your trailer out for repair at Valley Trailer Services. Another throw to the outside, caught again by Roman Erickson, and another first down for Roman, tackled at the 20-yard line. A Star Valley Orthodontics first down.
12 more for Roman, and he is finding that space in the defense, and he's wide open right there, and Phoenix is just taking what's there.
Nose of the football right on the edge of the Riverside Dental Crimson Zone. Hatterley into the game. Hand off to him. Nathan goes left. Lead blocker across the 15 and tackled about a yard or 2 shy of the first down. An 8-yard gain on the 1st and 10 carry. Star Valley again goes no huddle. 2nd and 2, clock down to 8:13 inside the Riverside Dental Crimson Zone from the Evanston 12-yard line. Hand off again to Hatterley. Stiff arm. Splits the defense and has the first down inside the 10. They move the sticks again with another Star Valley Orthodontics first down. It's 1st and goal from the 8-yard line.
Braves going with this tempo on this drive, Duke. It's been effective so far.
Hatterley again, the tailback, 2 receivers to the right. This time Hovey will throw, fires, tries to come back to it as Thompson. Can't go down, and Thompson saying throw that one up. So maybe a little miscommunication. He thought Hovey was going high. Hovey came back down to his ankles. So 2nd down, 2nd to go from the 7 on the completion.
Looks like Preston Ross will come off. Will Linford comes in at that tight end spot, left side of the line. Mason Pack comes in on that same side.
Caleb Erickson, your tailback. 2nd and goal from the 7-yard line. Bunch formation, Pack in motion. Here's a play action handoff. No, actually, to Caleb. Looks for the goal line. Dives. Does he have it? He's right there. Yes, touchdown. 7 yards away. Caleb Erickson in for 6 to extend the lead. 7 minutes, 55 seconds in the third. Star Valley 44, Evanston 7.
Man, great block from Will Walker. Look, you see him just going full horizontal. We talked about, playing for your teammates. That's a great example of it there. Will Walker just clearing out a defender so Caleb Erickson has room to run.
PAT from Lawson. Low snap, held up and good. Again, a different holder, and it is in and good. Star Valley 45, Evanston 7 on SVI.
Hi, I'm Mitch here at the Lincoln County Weed and Pest. Give me a call at 307-885-WEED. And I can get you some brochures on your knapweed, or I can get you in touch with somebody who can help you spray it or take care of it.
Hi, I'm Travis with the Lincoln County Weed and Pest. This is going to be a community effort on all of our parts to do what we can to stop the spread of this invasive species. Spotted knapweed is not a plant we want in our community.
Where do legends come from? Some start as dreamers, even after they're turned down again and again. But everyone deserves a chance to prove themselves.
This is the place that gave me an opportunity to come here and play the game that I love.
At the University of Wyoming, we're the team that believes you can do anything. This is where underdogs come to shine and where real MVPs are made.
Ensuing Carpus Plus color tile kickoff from Tate Lawson. Fielded at the 12-yard line on the run, quickly to the 20, 25, and dragging tacklers to the 30, 32. Brought down there. Let's go and send it out to Jake Hibbard. Sheridan was trailing at the half. Here's an update.
Yeah, the update is we are at the end of the third quarter. This is a live look-in on Sheridan's offense. They're taking it up the middle, still down, but oh boy, we got a touchdown. Sheridan's just taken the lead, guys, 13-10. Back to you.
That one, Jake Hibbard showed us it live as Sheridan retakes the lead. That win streak on the line against Campbell. Here's Evanston. Pitch outside, and it'll be a pretty good carry on first down for the Red Devils. Gain of about 6 yards up to the 40, actually the 37, 38-yard line.
Is Bridger Roberts carrying that one? And a nice gain, as you mentioned, about 6 yards.
Clock rolls down to 7:05 to go in this one. Star Valley leading Evanston 45-7. Evanston will jump back to the line of scrimmage after the huddle. Second down and 5 yards to go. Trips to the left. Throw that side. Caught. First down. Running 50. Woo! Broken tackle and inside the 40-yard line. Nice play by Evanston. And the receiver is slow to get up. It's going to be a first down for the Red Devils. And the receiver who caught the ball is slow to get up. Stops the clock at 6 minutes and 37 seconds to go. We'll take an injury timeout. We'll be back after this on SVI.
It's my happy day. I want to sing it all the day. My best friends are always with me. We sing, we dance, we laugh, we are happy every day. Have fun with us. Let's say happy, 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 happy.
In the heart of the Rockies, land is more than property, it's a legacy. Whether you're buying a family ranch, a mountain retreat, or selling farmland, it takes local knowledge and trusted hands. Austin Callison and Andy Neal, licensed in Idaho, Montana, and Wyoming, bring unmatched experience with Hayden Outdoors, the West's premier land brokerage. Hayden Outdoors Real Estate, the brand that sells the land.
This is Sam Gaskell, and you're watching the Braves on SVI Media.
It's Timber Fitch, number 3, the shaken-up player for Evanston. He's on his feet and getting some assistance off the build. He's had a fantastic game. Was shaken up at the end of that big reception that resulted in a first down.
Yeah, that was his 6th catch of the night. And up to 72 yards. Hopefully he is able to come back for lots of reasons.
6 minutes, 37 seconds to go in the third quarter. Evanston inside Star Valley territory, I formation. Hand off to the fullback. Nice hole, broken tackle inside the 30. Tackled shy of the 25-yard line. That was Roberts on the carry for Evanston. That's going to be another first down for the Red Devils. Yep, just barely a first.
Devils, it's been kind of feast or famine on their drives. On their touchdown drive, it looked a lot like this. Some big doses of Timber Fitch, some effective running. So far, this drive has looked pretty good, but with Fitch out of the lineup, they're going to have to see if they can find somebody else. Braxton Hanks and Max Gogger are the only other 2 players who've caught a pass tonight.
Evanston will break the huddle. Brady will be in the shotgun this time. Nope, he's under center, I formation. One receiver wide left. They're going to pitch outside to Bat. Going to try and get that corner and does get through, but a hard hit inside the 25. He was nailed by Roman Erickson. He's going to pick up 5 yards on the carry.
See the end of this here on your Fall River Propane replay. You can see Roman, and then, boy, a big hit. Brendan Barber comes in and finishes that off.
Actually, Barber who laid the hit.
Yeah, Roman kind of slowed him down, and Barber finished it off.
2nd and 5. 5:30 remaining in the third quarter. From the Star Valley 22-yard line is Evanston. Turn again, hand off to Roberts, the fullback. He'll stretch the ball out, try and get that first down. Be really close inside the red zone. No signal yet. Right now it says 3rd and inches. Not quite enough. Third quarter coverage brought to you by Valley Trailer Services, offering all kinds of repair on all kinds of trailers. Welding, lights, jacks, flooring. Call Reese Heibel at 307-699-7441.
Devils 2 of 7 on 3rd down tonight.
Quarterback sneak for the first down across the 15. That'll be enough to move the chains. 3rd and inches. They pick up about almost 4 yards. Run for Case and Brady. And Evanston inside the red zone at the 15-yard line. 4:50 remaining in the game. Coach Kelly Merritt, the defensive coordinator, just saw him with his iconic yellow gloves, calling the plays from the sidelines.
So they can see him, right?
That's exactly right. They can easily find which coach is the defensive coordinator calling those plays.
See, I learned stuff still. I learned stuff.
Here's the 1st and 10 from the 15-yard line. Under center, I formation. Pressure off the edge for Star Valley. Handoff up the middle to Wallace. He gets a good push up front, and that's going to be another nice pickup on 1st down. Spot the ball near the 11-yard line, 4-yard gain, 2nd down.
Braden Wallace now up to 10 carries, 54 yards. You will take that average.
Clock ticks down to 4 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter. 2nd and 6 from the 11. I formation, 2 receivers to the left, to the right rather, with Brady under center. Play action roll out. Looking downfield, fires and short, skipped it in the turf. Was trying to connect with Bridger Roberts out of the backfield, could not, and it's 3rd and 6. 3:45 remaining in the 3rd quarter.
Can see Brady, he's shown the ability to roll out to his right and find some guys out there, but I think obviously tonight Timber Fitch has been the relief valve for him, and he's still on the sideline.
4-down territory for Evanston. They're inside the 15-yard line. 3rd down and 6 right now. 3:45 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Play action roll right. Set up the screen. Caught, room to run. 10, 1st down, looking for the goal line, and I believe he's in. He is. Touchdown Evanston from 11 yards away. They get the roll right and then back to Camden Batt, who goes up the left sideline. Touchdown Evanston.
That was sneaky. I just said he likes to roll out to that one side. That time he did that and then threw it back, clear back the other direction. And Camden Batt does a really good job of finding his way through the Star Valley defense and getting into the end zone from 11 yards out.
Makes it 45-13, 3 minutes, 35 seconds remaining in our 3rd quarter. Field goal unit out for Evanston for the PAT. Here's the kick, and it is good. 45-14. Evanston scores on the SBI Sports Network.
Ever wish you could be the boss of your home Wi-Fi? Well, with Home Zone by Silver Star, now you can. It's like having your own Wi-Fi command center right in your pocket. Whether it's setting up a guest network for visitors, controlling what your kids can access, or checking your connection speed, Home Zone has you covered. With Protect IQ, you'll have a virtual bodyguard for your Wi-Fi, blocking unwanted threats before they reach your devices. Home Zone by Silver Star. Wi-Fi control, coverage, and security all in one.
Star Valley Sports on SBI are presented by Edward Jones Financial Advisors Kyle Terry, creating tailored solutions to address your financial needs. And by Rusty's Tree Service, the tree removal experts. Call 248-2442. Kodiak Mountain Resort is expanding with an indoor heated swimming pool, hot tub, pickleball courts, and a new large play set for the kids, all coming in 2026. Reserve your stay at KodiakMountainResort.com.
I'm Peyton Killian, and you're watching the Braves on SBI Media.
Evanston Red Devil touchdown with 3 minutes, 35 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. That makes the score 45-14. Star Valley on top. And the kick return unit back out for the Braves. Dax Button and Travis Thompson back to return.
If you're just joining us, Cooper Lancaster exited the game with an injury. I would guess he's not going to come back tonight. We'll leave it there, but Braves have plenty of dangerous guys to put back here, including, a lot of teams would love to have Dax Button back there returning kicks for you.
So the Carpets Plus Color Tile Kickoff. Again, locations in both Afton and in Thane for Carpets Plus Color Tile. As Gogger will step back to boot this one away for the Red Devils after their second touchdown of the game. This is going to be a pooch kick left short. Going to take a bounce. It's a live ball, and Evanston has it.
Yep, they got it.
Evanston ran up on it, and they do recover the ball. So the Red Devils will have it. It took a bad bounce away from Star Valley, and Evanston was right there.
And it was the kicker. Is that Max Gogger? You can see it die.
Number 11 is who recovered it.
Yeah, that's him. Oh, well, maybe the roster I have is different. Sorry.
There is a Max Gogger. The kicker's Matthew Gogger. So
okay.
Two different Goggers.
Well, Max is the one who got it. It's almost like they've been working on that.
It's like they pulled a Delgado on us.
They did.
3:35, Evanston with the football after the recover the kick. It's a run up the middle, but nowhere to go. Look at the Braves cavalry there to push the ball carrier all the way back.
Sam Gaskell leading that charge. Kyan Watson in there as well. We'll get another look at it here on the Fall River Propane replay. Bryce Erickson in there as well, 51. Bryce getting a little more play tonight with no Matatia.
They'll call forward progress a loss of 2. Ball spotted at the 40-yard line, 2nd and 12. Clock ticks down to 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. High formation is Brady. 2 receivers left. He wants to throw that way. Screen play, caught, spinning, not able to get away. It's going to be a short yard gain, about 4 yards.
And is that Fitch that's back in?
No, that was Gogger. Number 11, Gogger, Max.
Those sneaky Devils.
3-yard gain, 3rd and 9.
I do want to say that was a really nice, it wasn't a traditional onside. That thing bit. Evanston's always got really good golfers. That one looked like he pulled out the sand wedge.
Did. Yes, it did. 3rd and 9 from the Star Valley 37-yard line. Shotgun set. Brady with 3 receivers to his right. Looks left. Fires down the sideline. Man-man coverage. Caught on the sideline. Beautiful catch inside the 15 and out of bounds. With the reception was Jaden Brady for Evanston. That was a big one down the left sideline.
I believe there's a flag on there. The play stands. He's clear up to the 11. That's a 26-yard gain.
The flag is past. There's behind where the ball went.
Usually when the official takes his hat off, that means someone ran out of bounds and then was the first person to touch the ball, which would be bad news for Evanston.
Flag sitting at the 25. They're going to wave off the flag. And a first down for Evanston.
So a 26-yard gain for Jaden Brady. And I'll tell you what, Duke, early on, Kason Brady looked like he was kind of struggling with his accuracy. He has had some really nice passes, including that one right up the sideline.
Minute 57 remaining in the third quarter. Presented by Valley Trailer Services, locally owned right in Star Valley by Reese Heibel. Call 699-7441, 699-7441. In the backfield is Roberts. Shotgun, play action. Under center, hit as he throws, and incomplete. Flag on the play.
Crew Morgan was the one that was in his breadbasket.
Flag is in the backfield. We'll see if they have a late hit or a hold. Officials are gathering to discuss. It is going to be holding on the offense is the call.
Holding against the offense.
They'll redo the down and a 10-yard penalty. Ball back to the 24-yard line.
That's just the second penalty on the Devils tonight, totaling 15 yards. There's that pass to Jaden Brady from Kason Brady. I'm telling you, the family names getting it done on this drive for Evanston.
21-yard line is where they spot the ball. 1st and 20 after the penalty. Handoff up the middle, nowhere to go for Roberts. He's hit at the line, forward progress for no gain on the play.
Late.
Minute 30 remains.
That looked like a late pink flag came in. Yeah, you got a personal foul, unsportsmanlike conduct against Star Valley.
Stops the clock in a minute 25.
So not sure what happened at the end of that, probably at the end of that play.
That'll be a 15-yard penalty. Puts the ball down to the 10-yard line.
And those are the kind that make you run after practice.
It's going to be 1st and 10 from the 10.
4th penalty totaling 45 yards for Star Valley, 2 of them on this drive, which of course came after a scoring drive, and Evanston got an onside kick.
1:05 to go in the 3rd quarter. Brady under center. I formation. Play action, roll right. Looking downfield, has a block, steps up, will run. 10, hit and dropped at the 6. Tackle made by Dylan Hershey on the edge. That sets up 2nd down at about 5 from the 7-yard line.
Yeah, I think Cason Brady had his designs on the end zone right here. He saw it open up. And
another flag on the play, though. I believe this one's going against Evanston.
For my 2 cents, I thought I saw an arm wrapped around a waist in the middle of the offensive line, but we'll see if that's what the call is.
Oh, they're going to say a sideline warning on Star Valley, I believe.
Well, now it sound even worse.
So a 5-yard gain. 2nd and 5 from the 6. Evanston looking to score back-to-back touchdowns. Brady under center, I formation. Turn, hand off to the tailback, positive yards to the 5, stop shy of the goal line. Wallace on the carry. Will be right at the yard to gain for the 1st. They may say 3rd and inches from the 2.
Something else that's been impressive about Evanston, Duke. So they're actually up before this next play. They are actually 5 of 10 on 3rd down. That was a real struggle early on. They've evened that up now, and now a 3rd and short. That's how they'll start the 4th quarter.
4th quarter on the way next. Star Valley ahead 45-14. Evanston on the doorstep. SBI Sports.
Lincoln County School District 2's Transportation Department has multiple openings. Work mostly weekends as a full-time activity driver starting at $25.75 an hour plus benefits. Or you can work weekdays as a full-time daily route driver starting at $22.75 an hour also with benefits. Or work part-time as a bus aide for $17.50 per hour. All positions include paid training. Visit lcsd2.org and click job openings.
I think being in a small town, you just really care and you take more pride in the work that you do because you're working with your neighbors. These are people that you see out in the community. You know, you see them at kids' sporting events and parent-teacher conferences and the grocery store. You know, these are our neighbors.
One of the reasons that people also come back to us is they trust us because we are friends, we are family. And so I think there's a lot of trust in the community.
This is Dylan Hershey, and you're watching Braves football on SBI Media.
It's actually 4th down. The penalty wasn't an automatic 1st down, if you remember that from a couple plays ago. So instead of 3rd and inches, it's 4th and inches from the 2-yard line for Evanston.
The Devils are 1 for 1 tonight on 4th down.
Brady under center, I formation behind him, defense up tight, hits his tailback, ball's loose, and it doesn't matter who has it. Even if Evanston recovers, it's a turnover on downs. The Braves defense comes up big for the big stop on 4th and inches just outside the goal line.
Crew Morgan's the one who comes up with it. Like you said, Duke, it doesn't matter. They were going to hand that off to number 66, the lineman. Roman Erickson comes in and blows it up to make things worse. And then Crew Morgan, number 8, comes up with the recovery.
So that gives Star Valley the ball back at their own 5-yard line. A goal line stand for the Braves defense. as we begin the fourth quarter, presented by Hayden Outdoors Real Estate. Local agents Andy Neild and Austin Callison. It's the brand that sells the land. Visit HaydenOutdoors.com. Braves offense back out on the field from their own 5, 1st and 10. And off to the tailback, sidestep one tackler, cut down low and stumbles forward for a gain of 5 yards. Kyan Watson on the carry to get up to the 10-yard line to make it 2nd down and 5.
6 carries, 42 yards for Kyan Watson tonight.
Clock will roll down to 11 minutes, 33 seconds to go in the fourth quarter.
And Kyan going to jog off the field. Nathan Hatterley in the backfield now.
Shotgun again for Ross. Delayed handoff to Hatterley. Has some nice blocks, 1st down, dragging tacklers up to the 20-yard line. That'll be a Star Valley Orthodontics 1st down. Nathan Hatterley on the carry. And another Brave slow to get up. And that might be the All-State lineman.
Ryan Talbot, he is up on his feet.
Talbot's going to walk off the field under his own power.
Yeah, Ryan, if you recall, he actually dressed as a freshman at the postseason, so he's technically has a chance to be a 4-time state champ in a varsity uniform. That is a extremely short list.
11 minutes to go in the game. Blitz up the middle, hand off. Watson with some run up to the 30, 35, dragging tacklers near the 50. And it was actually Ikaika Cope on the carry, and Cope dragging tacklers all the way to a yard shy of midfield for a Star Valley Orthodontics 1st down.
We'll call it 29 yards for Ikaika Cope.
He doesn't get a lot of carries, but he makes the most of the ones he gets.
You can tell he is just itching to go when he does get the ball.
Kimball Holtz lined up wide on the left side for the Braves offensively here. He'll come across the formation, throw ahead to Kimball. He has blockers inside Evanston territory, wrapped up around the ankles and brought down, but not until he picks up 6 or 7 yards. Spot him at the 44-yard line inside Evanston territory. Kimball Holtz was our senior spotlight in our pregame show today. Mentioned how he likes Honda motorcycles. At the 2nd and 3 to go.
Gets a nice reception there for about 7 yards, and we have a whistle. Looks like you got an injured player. Okay, I didn't see him. He was hiding behind some of the linemen there.
Yeah, an Evanston player down on the far side of the field. Stops the clock with 9:55 to go. Let's take another injury timeout. Live on SBI Sports.
The leaves are falling, and so are our tire prices. Right now at Point S Tire and Auto Service, save up to $200 on select Falcon, Toyo, Nexen, Hankook, and Nokian tire. Whether you're taking a scenic drive, heading to football games, or making the daily commute, we have the right tires at the right price with no stress. Stop by PointStire.com or your local Point S today.
No stress with Point S.
Silver Star is proud to announce a new service, Smart Town Wi-Fi. In partnership with the City of Afton, Silver Star is now offering a free, secure Wi-Fi experience in the City Park and downtown corridor of Afton, Wyoming. More locations will roll out soon, so register your device and experience the difference with Silver Star's Smart Town Wi-Fi in Afton. To get started, visit silverstar.com/smarttown. That's silverstar.com/smarttown.
Triconadel, Crimson, and Gold are live on SBI.
Injured Red Devil off the turf and walking off the field. It's going to be Zach Welling. And able to get to the sideline under his own power. And he'll get some attention. 2nd down for Star Valley. 3 yards to go. 9 minutes, 55 seconds remains in the Hayden Outdoors fourth quarter. Ball spotted on the Evanston 44-yard line. Braves leading this one 45-14. Hovey shotgun. Couple receivers right. Throws ahead to Cope with some room. Has the 1st down. Spins down to the 35-yard line. That was,
it's 29.
29, not 28. So Drake Honadell with the reception. And Honadell will get across the 35 to the 34-yard line. That's a Star Valley Orthodontics first down. Clock rolls down to 9.5 to go. Braves in control, 45-14, looking to extend their win streak. Here's a play action, bubble screen over to the left. Caught by Thompson. That's Zach Thompson. He has some room. A first down for him, and he's plastered near the 20-yard line. And Zach Thompson able to get himself in the offensive stat sheet and move the chains.
You know, Zach's one of those kids that he is super athletic, and it just shows you how deep this team is. It's amazing to me sometimes how hard you got to work just to get on the field.
Caleb Erickson will play left or a tailback. Also in is McCray Barnes. He's going to play receiver to the left. Shotgun set here for Hovey. Barnes in motion. Throw ahead to Barnes. He's running with blockers. McCray's cut down, but he will get inside the Riverside Dental Crimson zone. Barnes with a reception for a gain of about 4, maybe even, they'll say about 5 yards actually to make it 2nd and 5. That's not McCray Barnes, that's McCray Barnes.
Yes, say it correctly.
Yeah. 8 minutes and 24 seconds to go, fourth quarter. Fourth quarter coverage with the help of Hayden Outdoors Real Estate. Online at HaydenOutdoors.com.
Brennan Barber in the backfield.
2 receivers to the left. Hovey shotgun. Calls for it. Hands off to Barber. Brennan with some room. 15, 10. Hit from behind and brought down at the 5 or just shy of the 5, but enough for another Star Valley Orthodontics first down. Braves will have first and goal from the 6-yard line. Clock rolls down to 7 minutes, 50 seconds to go. Coach Young will send in the play via Roman Erickson. Clock continues to roll here for Star Valley, leading at 45-14. This drive started on the 5-yard line, if you remember, after a turnover on downs. Braves defense recovered a fumble on 4th and inches. And Roman Erickson's playing quarterback.
Oh, all right.
He's under center. Turn, pitch, big man rumbling, and a big man in the end zone for the Braves. Touchdown for Dane Jensen, the senior lineman, all 225 pounds. Loads the pigskin across the goal line.
Kyan Watson's going to block for him. A little bit of reversal there. And that's the bread and butter, and they escort Mr. Jensen into the end zone for 6. Reservations for 6, Mr. Jensen.
Put Star Valley over the 50-point mark on the evening. They now lead 51-14. Again, we have Ross Hilton holding on the PAT. Lancaster out with an injury as the PAT is up, and it is good. Lawson perfect so far on the evening, and it's 52-14 Braves on the SBI Sports Network.
On behalf of the Bank of Star Valley, we would like to congratulate Ikaika Cope for being Man of the Week. Congratulations.
My name is Ikaika Cope. I'm son of Crystal and Ed Cope. I'm a running back. I'm a senior, and I'm from Hawaii.
Take a bounce, will not go out of bounds. That's the live ball in Star Valley's football. It took a Star Valley bounce, and the Braves jumped on it.
That's Ikaika Cope with the recovery.
I'm Phoenix Hovey, and I'm tossing these passes on SBI Media.
Back after the touchdown, it was a touchdown run for Dane Jensen, a senior lineman for the Braves, 6 yards away. Star Valley with the fourth quarter lead, 52-14. Carpus Plus color tile kickoff by Lawson is going to be kicked down inside the 10. Return from the 7. 15, 20, 25. Broken tackle. Slipping and losing his footing is the returner bat, but he's able to keep it and up across the 30-yard line. Evanston will take over from there. Still a tight game between Sheridan and Campbell. Let's get an update from Jake Hibbard.
Yeah, guys, so this is going to be live. I got to squeeze it in here. Let's see what we got here. So this is the pick six coming up, and I know it's not the best view, but yeah, this is live TV, guys. This just happened. It's a pick six, Sheridan, 21-10. Back to you.
They were trailing 10-0 at one point in that game. Here's a bad pass that was almost intercepted by Star Valley. Kimball Holtz was right there. Went off the receiver's hand, then hit Holtz in the chest. Wasn't able to quite corral it off the quick deflection. And it will be 2nd and 10 for the Red Devils.
You know, I already said it once, but yeah, you don't get to 50 wins in a row by accident. And not only that, you got some gritty kids don't want it to end on their watch. You're seeing that with the Sheridan Broncs tonight.
Yeah. Pick six there early in the fourth quarter. And that 50-game win streak being challenged against Campbell, but right now the Broncs up by 11. Here in this game, Star Valley up big, 52-14, 7 minutes remains. Fourth quarter, 2nd and 10 for Evanston on offense. Brady, hands off, nowhere to go. Hit at the line of scrimmage and dropped by the Braves defense.
That was a big hit. Give him about 1 there. Braden Wallace, 13 carries, 58 yards tonight.
We'll give him about half a yard to make it 3rd and 9.5. Coming up for Evanston. Clock rolls down to 6 minutes and 33 seconds and counting. 52-14 on the scoreboard. Evanston trailing with the football. 3rd and a long 9. Brady will throw, looking left, fires deep, man-man coverage on the sideline, and just overthrew his intended target. Not able to quite connect with Jaden Brady, and it drops incomplete.
This is Kason Brady throwing to Jaden Brady. Jaden had a nice reception earlier in this half for 26 yards. This one just a bit too far over his head here. Back there playing defense was Gabe Delgado.
Incompletion stops the clock at 6 minutes and 20 seconds. 4th and 9 now for Evanston, and they will punt it away. It's going to be a clean snap, clean punt.
Wow.
Looks like it might be Ross to field it. He does on the sideline, and it hit hard out of bounds. Ross was right on the sideline. He did not step out, though, and he paid for it. Took a huge shot by Bridger Roberts, who came over and made sure he went out of bounds.
I think Ross was kind of trying to decide if his foot was on the line, which I actually think it was, but like you said, boy, I don't think the coaches like that one at all.
But, I mean, you can't throw the flag either. He's in bounds, so,
yeah.
I mean,
he
was starting to step out right there.
He did step on the line, but kind of hard to stop that. But, yeah, they're certainly going to talk about it.
Yeah, Star Valley coaching staff not thrilled with it, but it is going to be 1st and 10. Star Valley football and 6:13 remaining in the Hayden Outdoors fourth quarter. Local agents Andy Nild and Austin Callison, the brand that sells the land at Hayden Outdoors. This time at quarterback is Travis Thompson. I formation behind him. Turn, pitch, carry, and a couple of yards.
Number 50.
Did they say Eli Christensen with the carry?
That's the center. You got to like it when the center gets some yardage.
They'll give him 4, well, maybe even 5. Across the 30 to the 31 for Eli. Travis Thompson is going to continue to play quarterback. Tailback right now is Cash Thompson. Turn to pitch to Cash. Stumbles but keeps his footing and picks up a couple of yards for Cash Thompson. Senior lineman getting a little love on the stat sheet.
Well, and quite honestly, Cash deserves it all. He has been a phenomenal blocker on the offensive line this year. He has opened up so many holes and done great pass protection. I That's awesome. I love that the guys get a carry here.
Wyatt Collins now the tailback. Pitch to Wyatt. He'll rumble for the first down and move the chains. Wyatt Collins, a Star Valley Orthodontics first down.
Wyatt going to get about 6 yards.
Clock continues to roll here in the fourth quarter as we hit the 5-minute mark. Braves spreading the ball around on now a 1st and 10 as Tayton Killian has checked into the game.
Just going to warn you at the end of the game, folks, if you're a stat guy like me, Coach, I'm averaging 11 yards a carry, and you won't give me the ball.
Hard running from Colby Merritt.
The reason I say this is because I have a brother that back in the 80s had 2 carries for like 70 yards, and he still talks about it.
Will Walker, one of the great open field linemen, pulling linemen. He's the tailback now for Star Valley. Ball spot at the 49, 1st and 10. Pitch to Will. He'll have a good run, and here goes Will!
Oh, my God!
Will to the 30! Will to the 20! 10, one man to beat, and he can't quite get there. He's tackled from behind inside the 5-yard line. Will Walker almost breaks one. Huge run to set up 1st and goal.
He looked awesome right here.
Look at the speed.
He did commit the one cardinal rule you're not supposed to as a running back. He looked back.
And so Will get the big carry. Now coming in.
I thought he was gone.
Now coming in is 77. That's Thomas Randall. And I believe Randall will line up in a 1st and goal from the 3.
You can see Kyan Watson saying, go ahead and make some noise here.
Randall, the tailback. Blitz up the middle. Pitch to Randall. They're going to blow the play dead. Flags and a false start. Although marching back 5 yards.
Well, there's the 5th penalty, but clock is down to 3 and something. Can't really make out the scoreboard. Needs a little attention on those, on a couple of those numbers. The bulbs aren't burnt out. Something else is, though.
Third, there's going to be a 1st and goal from the 8. 3 minutes, 8 seconds to go. Star Valley leading at 52-14. Turb pitch and nowhere to go. That was Thomas Randall on the carry, and
Randall
nowhere to go.
He ends up tripping over Will Linford right there.
So he's still spotted at about the 9-yard line, so lose about a yard. Randall's going to stay back there, though. Give him another shot here. 2nd and goal from the 9.
I think that's fair. He really didn't get a chance.
Roman Erickson playing quarterback with the clock rolling down to 2 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Braves leading at 52-14, getting their linemen some carries here on senior night. Roman will call a timeout. All right, we'll take the timeout. 2nd and goal from the 9. Braves up 52-14 on SVI.
I'm Zach Thompson, and you're watching Braves football on SVI Media.
Here's fourth quarter. It's going to be 2nd and goal for Star Valley. From the 9-yard line, looks like they go a little more traditional now. Kyan Watson back in the game to play tailback. Phoenix Hovey back in at quarterback. Give a handful of senior linemen the chance to carry the ball. Made the best of it. Will Walker almost scored on a 49-yard gallop.
He was showing some speed, too. Probably halfway through that, he's like, I told him years ago I was a running back, not a lineman.
Well, as it is now, Watson back in. Caleb Erickson to play fullback, and it's just going to be a kneel down here for Hovey. And the score lopsided with Star Valley on top, 52-14. And it does not look like Coach Moore of Evanston will take a timeout, and so Star Valley just going to let the final seconds tick off of this one with the lead 52-14. So Star Valley's win streak goes to 29 in a row, and this win will officially secure the #1 overall seed in the West. Regardless of what happens next week, Braves will have home field advantage through the playoffs.
And just for what it's worth, my 2 cents on this, I like this, Duke. You don't need to pound it in again, and this is Coach Young's way of saying, yeah, this is enough.
Hovey again under center. Clock down to 1:23. So he'll kneel down here again. That will bring up 4th down. So they can't run the clock all the way out. They're going to have to either elect to turn it over if they kneel down again, which would stop the clock for the turnover. Or we'll see if they run the play. It is 4th and goal. They're at the 11. 52-14, Silver Star postgame show on the way. We'll have your player of the game. We'll have interviews down on the field. Take a look at Green River next week, the opponent for Star Valley. That'll be at Green River. And it looks like Covey will take the kneel down here on 4th down. And that will stop the clock and be a turnover on downs with 38 seconds to go. Braves lead at 52-14.
The Devils will come out and see if they run any plays. I would imagine maybe something up the middle. I don't know. This is one of those situations where it's like you're not quite sure what the mindset is.
Getting some more players in the game, though, on defense as well. Riker Merritt, the sophomore. He's playing in the middle. Ryan Taylor, a sophomore, playing in that middle as well. Carson Clapp, Jr. on the outside. Here is a handoff up the middle by Evanston. Whipped around and brought down after a gain of a few. And that takes the clock down to 30 seconds after the play. Evanston does not have to run another play, but they do have the ball, so they'll set it. Evanston will huddle up, and we'll see if they do. Clock down to 18 seconds. As we wrap up the Hayden Outdoors 4th quarter, Evanston will go quickly to the line. 10 seconds, and now they'll step back, and that will do it. Game, well, no, they stopped the clock at 5.5.
The officials have stopped it.
Coach Merritt was out on the field.
I don't know what's going on.
Now they wind the clock. Coach Merritt's a little hot.
Okay.
So now they wind the clock, and now the game's over. So not sure. And Coach Merritt going to go talk to the officials, and it's going to be Star Valley shaking hands with Evanston. And the final score, 52-14. Braves will get the win, 52-14. Silver Star post-game show. Silver Star, Silver Star Internet, better connected. Learn more at silverstar.com. That is silverstar.com. Again, Braves with the win, 52-14. Green River next week. Let's send it out to Jake Hibbard with the Lincoln County Weed and Pest post-game highlights. Jake.
One more game to go, and then the playoffs and home field. Well done, guys. How about we take a look at what was happening around the state, as we'll start with 3A and Powell at Jackson. This was an early score. Actually, Powell had one of their few leads briefly of the year. Grant Johnson scrambles out right side, finds Liam Logan. 54-20 the final on that game. Cody at Green River. Cash McFadden looking out left side. Wait, what are my directions? Looking out right side. That's to Griff McCartan, and then McFadden finds Pryor up the middle. 56-7 the score right now of that game. How about Riverton and Torrington? There were no ranked games this weekend. Unfortunately for 3A, it looked like it. I was wasting time while the camera got back in view of Blake Gantenbein. He had a 41-yard touchdown. That score is 27-8. Torrington just scored, went for 2. They got it. Buffalo and Douglas, you see that score 12-3 right here. Well, here's how they got the first score of the game. This is after the kickoff. It was a touchback, and that is Milo Oriah, Russian, running, bumbling, stumbling, looking like Jerome Bettis. He would eventually get tackled And then a few plays later, look at this. Colin Roberts, oh boy, that ball's in the air. He grabs it and then takes it inside. That's how they got up 6-0 right now, leading it 12-3. Let's go to 4A, where Cheyenne East went up big against Rock Springs and would not relinquish. 42-3, our latest update there. Gillette and Sheridan. This was the game of the week, 1 versus 2 like the old days. And early on, it was Gillette. They get this in on a 4th and goal, go up 7-0, get a field goal. They're up 10-0 right before the half. And then the 4th quarterback, I guess he'll do. That is out for the touchdown from Blaine Phillips to Gage Rogers. Remember the name Rogers. He comes up later. And then down 10-7. You saw this one live. That's the handoff to Keegan Rager. Wide open spaces, like it's the late 90s and I'm on the country station again. Okay, let's go on. The one play later, it's the top play of the day, and this is how Sheridan put it away. That is Coulter Lang, and that is Keegan Rager. Hello. 86 yards. Coulter Lang can't catch him. I'll spoil that for you. And it's 28-10. Sheridan's win streak will move on. Before we go, I'll take a quick look at Mountain View and Thermopolis, as Justice Platts can still throw it. Big surprise there. But let's go really quickly to our final score. Live look at Sheridan. Are we final yet? We are minute 33, guys. Back to you. Sheridan win goes on.
So Star Valley's win streak stays alive. Sheridan escapes, and their win streak will stay alive. They were down, I think it was 10-0, right?
Yeah, it was.
10-0, so they scored 28 unanswered to win that one, 28-10. The final here in this one, 52-14. Star Valley with a senior night win over Evanston. It's Silver Star postgame coverage. Silver Star Internet, better connected. Learn more at silverstar.com. Dallas dig into that score by the numbers with the Battleson Brothers postgame battle stats.
Well, first for the Evanston Red Devils, Cason Brady went 11 of 21 tonight, 136 yards, 2 touchdowns through the air. One went to Timber Fitch, the other went to Camden Batt on the ground. 30 carries, 86 yards. Doing most of that damage was Braden Wallace. He had 13 rushes for 58 yards, so 136 through the air, 86 on the ground, a total of 222 for the Devils tonight. For the Braves, Phoenix Hubby goes 17 of 23, 250 yards, 4 touchdowns. All of those came in the first half. And the running game obviously getting spread around to about 25 different players tonight. Overall, the Braves had 35 rushes for 288 yards. So 250 through the air, 288 on the ground, and a total of 451 overall. Also had Travis Thompson with a punt return for a touchdown. He had a receiving touchdown. Cooper Lancaster had a receiving touchdown. Will Linford had 2 catches for 2 touchdowns. And the Braves spread it around tonight as they win their 29th straight.
That's a look at the post-game stats presented by Battleson Brothers Carpet One Floor and Home, where you'll find quality, price, and service. Visit them on south of the Arch in Afton, a block south of the Arch, Battleson Brothers Flooring. We'll go down to the field here in just a few moments. Millie Kazare is standing by with Coach McKay Young. We'll see if we can get a player or two. It's Green River next week for Star Valley on the road to wrap up the regular season.
And Green River, one of those teams battling to get into the postseason. As it stands right now, I think they are looking at that number 4 seed out of the West, which means you would make the trip to Riverton. If everything ended tonight, just kind of looking at things on the stat sheet or the standings sheet. So we'll see how things play out this next week.
Absolutely. So we'll be, of course, at Green River next week to bring you the live coverage as we continue with the Silver Star postgame show. Better connected. Learn more at silverstar.com. And how about your player of the game here real quick, Dal? Who do we got?
Well, I decided it could go to any number of players. We're going to go with number 87, Will Linford, tonight. Will had 2 catches, 25 yards, 2 touchdowns tonight. He also was very effective as a pass rusher tonight. He was blocking on the line. So going with Will Linford tonight for our Star Valley Skidoo player of the game.
Congratulations, Will Linford. Top quality products combined with excellent service standards. Visit StarValleySkidoo.com. And Will Linford, your Star Valley Skidoo player of the game. Miles CPA sideline report. Looks like Amelia Kazare is there with the Hogs, the linemen. And she'll have a chance to chat with them. Maybe. We'll send it back down to her in just a few moments. Star Valley again securing home field advantage, regardless of what happens next week between Star Valley or Cody.
As you mentioned, Duke, Braves moved to 8-0 on the season, extending that winning streak now to 29 games. So a win in Green River next week makes it 30.
All right, let's send.
Unbelievable.
Let's now send it down to Amelia Kazare for post-game report from the sideline.
Okay, thanks, Duke. I'm here with a bunch of seniors and obviously Coach Young. So seniors, how did it feel to play your final regular season home game? Who wants to answer?
I can ask them all. It was actually super weird. I feel like this season has flown past, and not only that, but the last 4 years haven't even seemed real. I love spending every second of this time with these fellas. Amazing group of guys, and I don't know, it's just really weird, honestly.
Anyone else want to answer that question? It's a good one, so.
Anybody else?
We're leaving this, like we're gonna go out in the world and stuff. It's kind of surreal, you know.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. Okay. Anyone else want to answer that one? Okay. My other one is, what's something you would give as advice to the younger players?
I have something.
Yeah.
Listen to what these coaches preach. They know what they're talking about.
Mm-hmm. Anyone else?
I'll say something.
I tell the young pups to just get involved in anything they can. Come to all the practices, like even if it's optional, like be there because you'll miss it for sure.
Yeah. So anyone else want to answer that one?
Make friends outside of your friend group. It just widens your whole personality.
Yeah. And you had something, right?
I'd just say that like everybody's a big part of the team, and even if you don't feel like you're being seen, you're definitely being seen, and the whole team's just a big family. So.
Mm-hmm. Did you have something too? No? Okay.
Yeah, I got something.
Awesome.
I would just say, like, be satisfied, like, with where you're at. Because, like, I remember JV, like, I used to, like, want more varsity reps and everything. But, like, looking back, like, that was the funnest times of just being with all my JV buddies and, like, tearing it up, so.
Awesome. Okay, I think I got a question for Coach now. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so that was a really good win. What stood out to you most about how your team executed?
No, I mean, we talked about wanting to run the ball better tonight, and I think we did. And Evanston, credit to them, I felt like they played hard and they played physical, and they made us earn it. And I felt like our guys ran well. So proud of our guys. A lot of different guys touched the ball tonight and tried to take care of the seniors, and they did a good job.
Awesome. And what's the biggest takeaway you got from this game?
Just how deep this team is. You know, when you got this many seniors and obviously complemented by some younger guys coming behind them. But just the depth. A lot of good football players.
Yeah. And what's something you want to tell these seniors since their last year and it's senior night, you know, something that you want to say to them?
Just that I love them. Love them and I appreciate them. You know, it's been an incredible ride to be able to get to know each one of them and just, you know, love them, appreciate them, look forward to hopefully another month of football with them.
Awesome. Okay, well, that's all I have, and it was congrats on the win, you guys. And yeah, back to you.
Amelia Kazare with the Miles CPA sideline report. Locations in Afton and Alpine. Call Miles CPA at 885-0055.
So Duke, just a little number. I like obscure stats. Sometimes they make me smile. So 26 different players either ran the ball or caught a pass tonight for Star Valley. 26.
It's pretty amazing.
So you talk about spreading it around. You just heard Coach Young. We've talked about how deep it is, and yeah, that just kind of speaks to how deep the team is. Pretty ridiculous.
Star Valley with the win.
In a good way.
Star Valley with the win on senior night tonight over visiting Evanston. 52-14 is your final. That will do it for us on the Silver Star postgame show. Find them online at silverstar.com. I'm Duke Nance with Dal Erickson, Amelia Kazare sideline, David Kazare, assisted by Sage Jacobson producing, and as always, appreciate the camera crew. Amanda, thank you for keeping us on the airwaves back on Swift 98. We'll catch you from Green River High School next week to wrap up the regular season on the SBI Sports Network.